Fixing my title. I spelled his name wrong because I can't type right. How's everybody doing?
Hi.
Doing
Hi.
good.
Good. How are you?
All right. That was a smooth intro.
Hi, everyone.
I was like caught typing. I was like, oh shit, I can't talk and type at the same time. Yeah. So hello everybody. Hi Simon. Hi Nikki Nugget.
Oh,
Hi Cliffy. Hi Aeronaut.
Hello.
Thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
Yay.
It's not
Nick,
like we
I
had a
can't hardly hear
choice.
you, babe.
Hello.
Yeah. Just
good evening, everybody.
Good.
maybe speak up a little bit because you are soft as fuck today.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you're soft as your skin. Oh. Yeah, feel the skin. Feel, oh, sorry.
Okay, that's just wrong.
Put some
Didn't hear
lotion on
that.
its skin.
No, I wasn't going for that, but thank you, Chloe. So hi everybody in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. We got stuff to talk about today. So, have you guys hopefully been keeping up with the trial? Because it's been interesting.
Nope, not in the slightest.
Well,
That's
you
what
just
we're here
suck.
for.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
thank you, baby.
I'm here to
Thank
learn.
you. What? Could be? Go ahead.
I'm here to learn.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you. He get his ass kicked! Alright, so. But
Slightly
let's
less
say
manic.
hi. No. It's good. Hi everybody in chat though. Can you see the chat?
Well, there's an echo on here.
I don't know. Who's got an echo?
I don't hear an echo.
I
For
don't hear an
once.
echo. But I do see on the stream at least that Clippy and Aaron aren't showing up. Is anybody else seeing that?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I can see a blank
Their
image for the
avatars
avatar.
aren't showing
Not,
up. Yeah.
not on
Yeah.
the, not on the live feed.
Yeah.
Can they
On
hear
the
us?
live feed. Yeah, you could be heard, but your avatars are broken. I don't know why. It's
It
not on
happens
my
occasionally.
end. Yeah. So hey, Joshua. Hey, Sadie Marie. Well, hello there.
Hello, everyone.
Do you see the chat? Can you do your thing?
No,
Cliff?
unfortunately, I can't. I'm
Okay.
on the phone, so.
We're gonna pass that to Simon then. Simon, do the
Right.
Clippy thing.
Thank you very much. I'll
I'm going to
skip
drop
over.
out, drop back in.
Okay then. Just
Right. Well, bye, Aaron Rod.
there you go.
Yeah. Hi, Taipan. What's the weather like down in Australia? Hi, Gary. Nightwolf, good to see you. Joshua Lee, Cajunese. Catgirl, hugs to you. Irish Dublin, cool gamer. Captain Cactus. Real Nightmare, the lucky winner of the raffle last night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, congratulations, Mayor. Like, congratulations.
Hi, Sorsha. Welcome back, Aaron Rods. Hi, Sadie Marie. Christopher O'Connor. And Jason Hyatt. I think that's everybody.
Sadie Marie, do I know you IRL? Anyways, you're gonna be in a movie. Alright, so like we're talking about congratulations to Mare, right? Girl's gonna be in a movie. She won last night on the plot hole. She's she won Line Please on the crowdsourcing thing, which means she's gonna be a walk-on role in a movie with a line and everything. It's so cool! I'm so excited for you, girl. I'm so excited for you. That's so neat.
Yeah, she might get to be killed in a movie.
Killed, or she could be like, You never know who he might be working with. You might kiss Johnny Depp for all I know, or Hemsworth. You never know. I wouldn't mind that.
Or you could kiss Johnny O. Yeah.
Or you could kiss Johnny O. Hey, this he's not a bad looking man either.
the
It'd be
tumble,
weird.
the
I can't think
tumbleweeds
of
that went
kissing
by
him though.
after that statement.
No, I can't because he's
Hi,
like
Abby.
my brother. But like for normal women, he would not be a problem for. You would love to be murdered. Okay, cool. Then I hope you get murdered.
Str-
That's weird. That's just
stress
weird
in
to
a movie.
say. Oh, okay, sweet pea. Because I know Sadie Marie in real life. She's my friend's daughter. So you freaked me out for a minute, hon. Hey, sweet pea. Oops. Um. So yeah, Abby. Hey, hon.
Yeah, Abby.
So yep. The trial's getting
Yes, Abby, in spades. Right.
what? What?
The fact that she didn't live anywhere near the filming area, so if she'd won, she'd have to
You never
forfeit.
know. They might film near you. Like there's all kinds of ways to have won it. I snorted for a second, okay, Captain Cactus. Jeez, guys, pick up on every little thing. Anywho, so the trial is amping up as we're getting to the end of the state's case in chief. Uh, they figure they'll wrap up their case tomorrow sometime, at the latest Wednesday morning. Um, it really does depend on how much he's gonna play. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting nervous, more and more nervous. You can
Oh
tell
yeah.
because he's acting out a lot more. Um, in the first few days, when they'd ask that when the witness would need to identify him, they'd ask him to take his mask off, and he would look defiantly at the witness. Today, they started with the witnesses who saw him after the parade when he was on the run and trying to get home with nobody seeing him, and these people saw him up close and personal outside the truck. He showed up at their houses trying to get help, asking these people to call him an Uber. He asked these people to call him an Uber.
Oh yeah.
Because he was trying to get home without being seen. And so he spoke with them. He was up close and personal with them. He went to their like one guy. He went to their house. So they really saw him. He knows they really saw him. They interacted with him. So he's scared of these people, and he wouldn't even look at them. He
Mhm.
tried to, when they told him to take his mask off, he took his mask off, but he kept looking down and writing, looking away from the person. They had
Yeah.
to actually say, please look at the witness. So then he'd stop and he'd look up, but at the judge. And she had to say, no, at the witness. Like he is a punk bitch coward at this point, and it's fun to see. And it gets better as it goes on because the prosecution did a great job to leave the best for last because these people
Mhm.
they can identify him, and like he's just the one guy who gave him a sandwich has him on his Ring camera. He
Mhm.
has video of him. The people that he asked to use their phone. Well, he called his mom. They have his mom's phone number. They gave it out
Yeah.
on air. I almost called the bitch.
Mhm.
And this one guy mentioned he still had her on his voicemail. So what
Yep.
the prosecution do? They had to play the voicemail.
Mhm.
And we got shit to say about the mom because, whoa, she's a liar too. She's just like her son. So let's get into it. Did I miss anything?
No, I was just going to say real quick that the person they're talking to now is the second officer that was involved with the arrest, and he's also using the word "you"
Mm-hmm.
instead of the defendant or the suspect.
Right. That
And
started last week, but today is when it came, like, for real into play. The you, and we're going to show you that first. Because the hero emerged today, people. A hero emerged. This man that they brought on the stand first today, oh, he wasn't afraid of this guy. He wasn't
mm-hmm,
intimidated. He had been waiting for his moment. He was ready for Daryl. I object. I don't identify as that person, nor do I know any person by that name. Brooks.
mm-hmm. Then he started his mess again at the very beginning. We're trying to get the judge to again provide proof of jurisdiction, and she basically said, "I gave you the decision last week," and he says,
Yeah, yeah,
What's the
that's
proof for
good.
that?" And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh my god."
we'll put that too. Oh, that's funny, Taipan. Thank you. Like, wouldn't it'd be fun to be the prosecutor, especially in this case. There's a few cases I'd love to be the prosecutor in. This is one of them. But I couldn't do a better job than these people. This prosecutor's great. Her team is great.
Oh yeah.
I love this prosecution team. They work so well together, and this woman knows her shit. They all do.
Mm-hmm.
They all do, and they're so competent, and it's great to see. Um, Let me get. Oh, it's just so much fun to see him. Oh, so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Um, wait. Let me get back to the beginning. Alright, yeah. So what Aaron was talking about was he's always bringing up his, bullshit. Subject matter jurisdiction or, well, all the sovereign shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how they do the sovereigns, sovsits we'll call them, about paying bills and or trying to what they believe they can do for any kind of bill or anything. They when they get set a bill or get a ticket from a cop, whatever, they accept it for value and return it for value, right?
Yes.
So it's A for V. They write that on there, they sign it, and then they send it back. And they believe that just nulls and voids everything.
Yeah.
That like and they're obviously wrong. Um, so it started with bills because they believed that if when they did that, it was whatever bill it was being paid out of their secret treasury fund that all sovereign citizens believe they have. You
Oh
Right.
yeah.
know, um, he's using it in a legal term. So every ruling, every notice that the court tries to give him, he A for V's. He accepts it and returns it for value without reading it. So the judge has given many rulings on different things, given him written copies, which she doesn't even have to do. It's on the record, her rulings. But she gave him, one about the jurisdiction thing, and he didn't read it. He just A for V'd it. And it's brought up in court today, and I'll show you quickly. Let me get that. How stupid it is because he doesn't know what's going on because he didn't read it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idiot he is. And I just. He's,
And the plea and the plea deal.
oh yeah, it's the
He's,
plea deal that we're talking about.
yeah.
He's like, I didn't ever hear about a plea deal. Why didn't I ever hear about a plea deal? You did, because it was given to you in writing, but you chose not to read it and do the A
Mm-hmm.
for V thing. That's not their fault.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
And
that was the paper he left in the bullpen
yeah, last
last
week when
week.
we spoke about that.
Mm-hmm.
Abby said she didn't want to watch because she knew that we would be reviewing it. Me and Artie. Oh, that's so sweet.
If I have to
All right.
step off, that means I have confrontation outside.
Oh yeah.
So
Why don't you tell them what's going on, hon?
okay, so apparently the city forgot to tell us that today was Missy Elliott Day. Where I'm from, Missy Elliott is graduated from the high school that I live behind. And they are having a concert there. She's there now performing, which is great, and I'm excited about it because Missy Elliott is that far away from me.
I know. All right, sorry.
So, but the problem is, I got people going down my neighborhood or down my street, and they're parking, and then one are coming this way, people are coming this way, and they're blocking each other, and they're fighting.
Is it a one-way street?
No, it's not
No.
a one-way street. That's the reason they're going both ways, and people are
There's just not
almost
enough room.
hitting each other, and people are parked on both sides of the road. They're blocking driveways. My neighbor just texted me, said somebody parked in her driveway. She can't even get in her yard.
Oh, God.
So I might have to go out there and direct some traffic. So, and there's been fights, and there's been
you stay
confrontations.
inside. Or
No,
you
I'm
bring a
talking
gun
about
with you.
directing people, so like my neighbors, so they can park in my yard because they can't get into their yards.
Well, you can text someone. I don't want you to go out there.
Oh, I'm fine. Ain't nobody gonna do anything to me. It's
Yeah,
funny.
take your dogs for protection.
Oh yeah, they're really gonna protect them, bark and lick them to death.
Bite them on the ankle.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Row, row, 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 row." But
Leave her alone.
I'm just upset that the city did not inform us that
Yeah.
today was going to be
Yeah.
happening. So,
You could have barricaded your fucking driveways and shit.
yeah, because it's gotten really ridiculous out there, and they keep honking the horns, and I can
They're
I can
driving
hear
on
the
people's
concert.
lawns, right?
They're driving on people's lawns. Yeah,
assholes.
and cussing people out, and we're all outside just laughing at them because it's stupid, because it's just a concert. I can hear the concert from where I'm sitting at right now. That's how loud it is. That's how close I am to Missy Elliott. And there's 4 marching bands, so I could
But
hear
the
the whole
people
concert.
that
Oh
are
my
on your
gosh.
street, are they her entourage, or are they just fans trying to get closer?
Fans trying to get close to her.
Yeah, the city should have planned that better and blocked off your neighborhoods and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any frauditors there.
Why would they be there?
I could go out there and start filming people, be like, "You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid."
Yeah.
But,
Your husband would have.
yeah.
And get your
he
torture
would be
clip.
real mad right now because
Oh,
our
yeah.
driveway is blocked in. Well, part of my driveway is blocked in. I got enough to where my neighbor, when he comes home from work, he can park in my driveway because apparently they have parked in their driveway. So people are being rude. People are being very crude, and it's not legit.
Call the cops.
Because it's too legit to quit. I don't know why I just did that.
Why did you do that?
What?
Nicole.
Oh
I am going to
gosh.
clip that. Somebody clip that.
MC
Yeah.
Ham.
Why did you
MC Hammer.
I just
Can
said
I
legit.
clip that?
and it's
I'm gonna
just-
clip
it
that.
It just came out.
Can I do that?
No, you can't do that.
Hey, Nicole, can you touch this? Down.
Dun,
Can you touch it?
dun,
So,
But yeah. So there's a comedy for the day. Because I just did MC Hammer. I should have been doing Missy Elliott. Like
I
that's
know.
What
I
should have
don't
been doing.
understand the MC Hammer thing,
I
but
don't either. I said legit, and the song popped in my head, and I just too legit to
I'm
quit.
trying to clip it, but it's getting away from me. Did somebody clip it for me? I can't do it.
No, nobody
can't
needs
do
to
it.
clip it for her. It's been great.
Did somebody do it? Oh my god.
But anyways, that's the drama that's going on. So if I have to stop,
Girl.
that's what's going on. So I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I don't want people to think I'm not interested in the trial.
All it takes
Yeah,
is
they're
a phone
just-
call to the police in a tow truck. Yes, indeedy, Abby.
yeah.
And
Girl.
Jason
I am
and Gary
shook
had
by that,
similar
what I
ideas.
saw.
I was something I was
Yeah.
about to suggest. Put up a sign saying park $50 per hour.
Yeah.
Well, the problem
Yeah.
is though, if people park on our lawns, we get a fine for it because you're not supposed to park on your lawn.
Parking lawn. Oh God.
So because of the city of Portsmouth,
Yeah,
from where I'm
definitely call the
from,
cops
but
if
yet
somebody does that.
they don't want to tell us about the concert because
Yeah.
I had no clue. And first of all, who does a concert on a Monday? Because today is Monday,
Well,
and I'm like,
it's-
who does this on a Monday?
They gotta do it on her day.
They can't pick her a day on Saturday?
It's probably her birthday or something.
No, it's not her birthday. It's
How do you know?
I
You know her
Missy
birthday?
Elliott. Yeah,
When's her birthday?
I don't know her birthday, but I know it's not today.
Alright, just saying.
They got some parade
She's a-
going for her too, going down the main road.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Have them
She's
sewed,
a
right?
country singer, is she?
No, she is not. Believe it or not.
I've
She's
never
a
heard of her.
rapper. She's a
Who is she?
singer rapper. She did.
Oh my god.
Oh God, she did so many things.
And she was born
It's all right, I
July
won't-
1st,
I won't-
Sorry.
I won't have heard of them,
You
so
go-
don't bother.
Flip it and reverse it.
Her birthday is July 1st, 1951.
1950.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That really
she's-
weird one.
No, 1971. She's 51 years old.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, they're doing some Missy Elliott Day, and she's got a street named after her now because she grew up in this neighborhood, and she went graduated from the school. So I mean, it's cool, you know. I don't mind it, but they could at least let us know about it.
Yeah.
So I
guess
can't
for
stand the
pain,
rain. Yeah.
The rain.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She was born in July, so this is not her birthday. It was just just all that one.
Oh,
Okay.
Abby,
Gangnam
thank you.
Style.
Thank you. Thank you. I got it. I got it.
Oh God.
Well, so many people have clipped you, Marvel.
What?
So many people have clipped you, so
Hey,
there you go.
let me enjoy my moment.
That's what he was saying. He was letting you know that so many people
Okay.
have clipped you that it's nice
Yeah.
to have somebody else being clipped for a change.
yeah.
Okay, but can we do it without mentioning all my clips? Thank you.
No.
For once, I wasn't the
Good.
clippable one.
Well,
anyway,
we don't have enough time.
So, thank you for telling us what's going on in your house.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd be at the fucking concert, so.
I mean, I could go to my backyard and watch and listen to the concert. I'm not worried about that. I'm not standing in
But
line.
you
to
can't
go
bring
to
us with you.
I could, but I have a
Could you?
privacy fence, so I can't really see. But y'all could hear the music.
Yeah. Well, we get
One of the
copyright.
bands is playing now. One of the marching
Oh.
bands.
Who cares?
Well, they just went to break, and apparently somebody named Kathy Rusin on Twitter pointed out the time where he did admit to being Brooks
Okay.
on the. So let's go look at that. Okay.
Alright, now I am going to start what I wanted to show you, okay? What the fuck was that? See, your dumb got to me, Nicole.
I did not have a dumb
Yeah.
moment. Too legit was
Alright.
not a dumb moment. It was a very smart
It was
moment.
a dumb moment.
It was a very smart moment.
Okay. We're gonna have to just agree to disagree on that one.
This-
Definitely gonna have to agree to disagree on that. Alright, so let me bring up this morning when they're reading out the plea agreement. They're reading it into the record because he never said anything about it, and he's being a doofus head.
A doofus head?
I can call him that.
Okay.
I know, it's a harsh thing to say, but I felt it needed to be said.
Hmm.
Alright, so here we go. I will full screen it.
Ask the record to reflect, that afternoon, we did provide him, again, with a written copy of our pretrial offer.
Yes, you
That
did.
was placed with his materials on the table. I just wanted that in the record, please.
I object to that. I don't, if it was with my
Oh,
paper.
he's got a new suit. Where is he getting these suits? Is his mom bringing them, or does the state give them to him?
I think his mom brings them.
Probably.
Well, so she's buying them now because he's never owned a suit in his life. Come on. Come on.
He tried.
That the shirt is too big for him. All the shirts he's been wearing have been too big for him.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought Mavis State. Which would be smart. Like, if the prison had just, like, several suits in different sizes for the inmates. But,
Right.
that's asking too much, probably. Alright.
Paperwork, I haven't seen it.
It was
It was given
specifically
you.
one of the papers, sir, that you left in the
Yes.
bullpen area that on the next morning, on Friday morning, I made a record of providing back to you. So it was provided.
It was given to him twice, people. It was given to him, he left it behind, and then she saw that he left it behind, so she was gracious enough to give it to him again, on the record this time, because she's smart. And yet, he A for B'd it right then and there.
To you
Or over the
twice.
weekend.
Well, I haven't seen it.
You want to put the offer on the record, Attorney Alpert?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
So what's the significance of it being on the record if
You haven't seen it. You said you haven't seen it, so she's going to read it on the record to you. The significance is
It's on the record.
being told to you. So you can't keep saying that you haven't seen it or heard it.
So that you are fully aware of it, sir. It was provided to you, but you're indicating you haven't read it, so I want them to make a record of it. The significance would be, I suppose, if at any point you wanted to change your plea, you could do that based upon the pretrial offer.
well, in any event, I accept for value in return for value that
See?
document whenever I see it.
How dumb. Whenever I see it, I don't see it.
Attorney Alpert, go ahead.
You've seen it, bitch.
Sorry, it's just taking me a second to retrieve it here, Your Honor.
Now, I got mad as I was waiting for this thing. You're gonna give him a plea deal after what he did? I was like, I'm over it. I'm over, drunk drivers getting off, like after they kill somebody. It's manslaughter. We'll give you manslaughter if you plead to it. Okay, well, no.
I
Because drunk
was
drivers never learn the first
I
time.
was
Or the
I was
second.
wondering.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
So I was wondering about that, and the only reason I could think of was they're offering a plea deal which just to shorten the trial.
Yeah, and I get
Yeah.
that that's why they do it. And
He
I
will
was
end
getting
up.
to that. I was getting to that, sir. Sir? Well, go ahead. You can finish.
I mean, I suspect he'd end up getting the same sort of a sentence when he's
Well,
convicted.
not always, though. That's my problem.
Well,
Because
here I
two-
suspect he might because there's so
Okay,
many
well,
different charges.
But if you let me finish my point, I was gonna say I was mad because too many times I've seen people get away with shit they shouldn't get away with. They get lesser sentences, and that means lesser sentences. They get lesser charges, that means lesser sentences, and they don't get held responsible for what they've done. The victim isn't thought of. And that's why I was getting mad here. Because I was like, oh God, no. Because there's no way they could let this man who's killed 6 people, injured 62 off. And then she read it, and no, it wasn't that case.
Your Honor, this would be a perfect time to address the subject matter jurisdiction
Excuse me,
that
they're
has
not
yet to be
finished with
proven
the-
on the record and must be
Mr.
proven
Brooks,
by the
I
prosecution.
we are not going to address it. I issued a written decision last week. If you disagree with that, then you can take that up
I
to a
didn't
higher
even read
court.
it.
But I issued a written decision. I'm not addressing that any further.
It has yet to be proven on record.
Mr. Brooks,
The
my written decision is the
is the
decision of this court.
Has it
Attorney
been
Alpert,
proven?
go ahead.
Has it been proven on record that you have subject matter jurisdiction? Because it has yet to be proven.
You
Mr.
read
Brooks, your position is simply not correct as a matter of law. I explained that.
Then prove it
and I
lawfully
issued
by
the
law.
decision. You might be
Lawfully by
confusing
law.
subject matter
Hey.
jurisdiction with venue, which is why I commented on that last week.
Absolutely
And there
not.
has been evidence received regarding venue. So I'm going to turn back to Attorney
It has
Ocker.
nothing
She's
to
going to
do
make
with
a
venue,
record
Your
of the
Honor.
pretrial offer. I'd ask that you not interrupt. Thank you.
Your Honor, the offer that was dated July 5 of 2022 reads as follows. Plead to counts 1 through 67 in the information. The penalty enhancers on all counts will be struck. Counts 68 to 83 will be dismissed and read in. The state will recommend 6 consecutive life sentences.
So there you go. He still would serve life.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much of a difference,
Yeah.
does it? Yeah.
But it gives them a chance not to have the trial and go through all this, spend all this money, and but I gotta say, why even bother with that? If you're the defendant, you're still getting life sentences. Like,
Yeah.
if you think you could do something to get off, then trial's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm just glad. Oh, so go ahead.
it's not like there's a death penalty he's avoiding.
Yeah.
So.
No.
I'm just glad that they didn't cut it down to like 1 life sentence because he'd have a possibility of parole.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
with this one, even if because I think there is a minimum term where they could start for parole, because
Yeah.
he's doing it consecutively, it would take at least 150 years for
Yeah.
him just to get to that one point.
And that's why I was happy to hear the plea. They, at least this prosecutor in this case didn't forget about the victims.
Right.
And I was happy with that. All right, there you go.
On counts 1 through 6, the state will recommend unspecified prison on all other counts. The defense is free to argue. This pretrial offer was conveyed to his prior counsel on or about the July 5th date, and there in fact had been a earlier offer as well that had been relayed prior to the preliminary hearing of the filing of the information back in January of 2022.
Because that was a while ago.
That had also been conveyed to his defense counsel at the time.
All right, thank you.
So why haven't I been informed of that?
You were.
All right, Mr. Brooks, that is not a topic we are going to take up any further. I just wanted the record to reflect that offer was conveyed to you.
It wasn't conveyed to me, Your Honor. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. So if it was conveyed to my former counsel.
It's not something I'm going to further address unless you indicate to me that you would like to take advantage of the pretrial offer by changing your pleas to either guilty or no contest to counts 1 through 67 and submit the appropriate paperwork. I'm guessing that's not what you want to do. So unless that paperwork were to be filed, then I'm going to continue with this trial as if you are exercising your right.
See, it's another way that the Soviets shoot themselves in the foot by the A for B thing. By doing that and not reading it first even, he is lost out on so much information they've given him that it's ridiculous. It's just ignorant. That's what it is. It's ignorance. So now let's move to this beautiful man.
Yeah, that's the guy there.
So I'll do a little bit of the prosecutor's examination because it's really the cross that's beautiful.
State your first and last names for the record and then spell each.
Sean Backler, S-E-A-N, last name B-A-C-K-L-E-R.
All right, go ahead. Your witness.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Backler.
Hi.
Sir, on November 21 of 2021, where did you live?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
409 Central Avenue, Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Okay, if you could just keep your voice up a little bit, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's maybe better if you scoot a little closer to the microphone. Okay, 409 Central Avenue, and that's in the city of Waukesha?
Correct.
Okay. Around the time of 4:49 p.m. on that afternoon of November 21, Where were you?
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
I was outside working around the yard. Had my garage open.
Okay. Were you aware that the annual Christmas parade was going on that afternoon?
I was aware of it, yes.
Did you attend the parade, sir?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Overruled.
Around 4:49 p.m., what happened, sir?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
I heard some noise around the
He
on the
doesn't
east side
know
of my
what any of
garage,
these things mean.
and I went to see what was going on, and I found the defendant on the side of my garage. I asked him, "What in the effing hell is he doing?"
Okay, so let's slow down a little bit. You heard a noise and you went to explore it, correct?
Correct.
And you saw a person there?
Yes, I did.
And you questioned that person for being there, is that right?
Objection, leading the witness.
Foundational, Your Honor.
It's just overruled. You can answer. I'm not sure if you did or not.
I asked him what he was doing there.
Okay. And maybe you were cursing at him? Is that what you're suggesting?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
I think I dropped an F-bomb on him.
Why?
He's trespassing.
Okay.
I love it. These moments of humanity make him very uncomfortable. Brooks, he doesn't know how to deal. Remember that last one where they were like, "You're a good husband," and he objected.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But I like how this guy is so like, do I say it? Am I supposed to say it?
Yeah.
I would too, though. Like, if you saw somebody in your garage at night, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing here? Who are you? I don't blame him.
Okay. The person that
There
you
was an objection, but it's overruled.
the person that you saw, can you give us a description of that person, please?
When I called it in on the non-emergency line at the Waukesha Police Department, I described him at about 5'8", probably weighed about 150 pounds. He was either black, mixed, or Latino male, wearing a red shirt, jeans, long hair, beard, and I think he was missing his shoes.
Okay. You said red top?
Red shirt.
Objection, leading the witness.
Red shirt. What kind of shirt?
Overruled, and his answer may stand.
He was wearing a
So, like, he had taken his hoodie off by now, and under that was the red t-shirt. Because if you remember, he's wearing, like, a white or a light gray hoodie when he's in the car. And he had the hood up for most of it. That's why people couldn't see his dreads. Just so people... What he did with his shoes, I have no idea.
Well, he was wearing flip-flops.
He was?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. It could have been because it looked like he had socks on.
He
So
probably
it
had
could have
those
been
slides
like
on.
those slip-on.
Yeah, the 90s
Yeah,
slides.
slides.
Or like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate those.
Flip-flops.
I hate those slides with socks because, like, it looks like such a jail thing. Because they wear those in jail.
Thank you.
No, but they wear
Never
those
been
in
to
jail. Have you noticed? That's jail shoes now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get used to it, right?
Well, Nikki Nugget is not a jail person.
No, he can get used to it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I think he's been used to it from his record.
Yeah. Definitely. Alright, so he's gonna describe him.
If there is an objection, please just wait until I rule on it.
Well, he
first, by
objects
saying
so
either,
late.
Overruled or sustained, and I'll let you know if you can answer.
It's not the
question.
witness's fault.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I believe it was a red T-shirt.
Okay. To your way of thinking, was he dressed appropriately for the weather?
Objection, leading the witness.
It's not leading the witness. That's not leading the witness. Like, I think he just keeps saying it because he's hoping to get lucky one of these times.
And a couple of times he does get lucky, but yeah, he's doing it. And he just keeps doing it. And he's fishing.
He's guessing.
Yeah.
I think I think he's got only sustained left on his bingo card.
He's got the same 3 objections that he knew before. He still knows the same 3 now. But I think anything that's not in would be fair to say is that's how he questions everybody. Would it be fair to say this? Would it be fair to say that? You'll notice that with one of the witnesses, the prosecutor adopts that by saying, "Would it be fair to say?" a couple times, and he objects to that as leading the witness. So he has no idea. He'll object to everything.
Overruled.
Relevancy, objection.
Overruled.
He'll keep going on the same one.
Immediately,
If one doesn't work, let me try another one.
it just seemed off because he was wearing a t-shirt. If I remember correctly, he was not wearing shoes. It was very cold out. He was sweating. His eyes were huge. And,
he had just killed a bunch of people.
He was just acting.
Oh, remind me to show the picture of the SUV. I saw something else in it yesterday.
Okay.
When he came out from the garage, he was asking if I could call him an Uber.
Okay.
Isn't that odd?
So you spoke with him a little bit?
Objection, leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question, please rephrase.
He got like
Very shortly.
I have to ask him
She
the
needs to
question.
rephrase her question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Did you speak with him?
A little bit.
Okay. What do you remember him saying?
He kept asking if I could call him an Uber, and then he said I need to get home.
Did you agree to call an Uber for him?
No, I said I needed to leave my yard.
Now, I'm sorry, but when you call an Uber, it's your phone linked to your account, so you pay for it. He's asking a random stranger to pay for his ride home.
Yeah.
Who does that?
This guy.
It's just so weird. So I'm going to go right to Cross, because that's when we loved it. That's when the hero really emerges.
It's the defendant.
Is this consistent with his appearance when he presented himself?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Move to admit and permission to publish 171, Your Honor.
Objection, relevancy.
Let's picture him at the time.
Your objection is overruled. Exhibit
See, he's not
171
looking
is
he's not
received.
looking up
Permission to
ever.
publish is granted.
Notice that? Even
Yeah.
when he's objecting and stuff, he hasn't looked up. He hasn't looked up this guy not once. Did they do the ID yet?
It just seemed off because he
did talk to an officer.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he did. He just kept asking if I could call him over, if he could use my phone, and he said, you just need to leave.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that makes sense.
The person that you're describing
Here we
for
go.
us, sir, do you see him present in the courtroom here?
he's sitting over there with the mask on and
He's not looking.
Okay,
Won't
I'm going to
look.
ask the defendant be instructed to remove the mask.
Mr. Brooks, please remove your mask.
Now, it's normally he'll take the mask off and look directly at the witness, defiant. Watch this. Doesn't look up, looks away.
And if he would look at the witness, please, Your Honor, with his head down, it's not too assistant.
All right, Mr. Brooks, please look up and look at the witness. Look at the witness, please. Thank you.
That's the face of a man who's scared. That's a little bitch who's scared. He didn't look up and look directly at the guy and didn't look like, yeah, say my name. No, he was like, is this good enough? Do I have to keep looking? You know, that's when I knew. So let me get to the cross now.
I think now he fully comprehends the gravity of the situation.
Yes. Good point.
I'm looking.
Here we go. Yeah, I love this guy.
And I object to being called that name for the record.
Alright, here we go.
Do you recall?
Here, let me get back a little bit, actually.
The questions.
Here we go.
All right, sir. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do, and I object to being called that name for the record.
You're a bitch.
Do you recall giving a statement to Officer Probst?
I don't know his name, but
Objection, leading the witness.
Officer.
Go on.
And you did talk to an officer that night?
I talked to an officer on the phone. I did not talk to an officer that night. I mean, on the phone I did, but not in person.
So it was a conversation on the non-emergency line. Would that be fair to say?
It was on the non-emergency line. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on the non-emergency line.
That was nice.
Do you recall the description that you gave at that time?
I do. Well, my best of my knowledge was that you were either black, Latino,
Who's you?
or mixed.
Who's you?
Well, you have to let him answer the question first before you
Yeah.
interrupt him with another one. Go ahead with the description you provided that night.
I said that the individual was either black, mixed, or Latino.
So it'd be fair to say you didn't know at the time?
It'd
I was
be
giving
fair
a general
to say
description.
that all three of those have the same skin tone. That's what would be fair to say, bitch.
So it'd be fair to say that you weren't sure?
No.
I was positive it was you.
No.
Who's you?
You. I'm looking at you.
Oh shit, yes he is. Yes he is. I love it! When he said that, I screamed like I was watching a football game. Yes!
Thank you for not doing it
looking
again.
at you. What?
Thank you for not screaming again.
Anyways,
Oh, there's
that
some.
was beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was. Just to let you know that they're looking to the prosecution's looking at Wednesday morning and to rest their case. And the judge is now instructing Mr. Brooks as to what he needs to do to get his witnesses prepared and how in what order he's going to call them. And he's saying he doesn't understand.
Okay, well we'll get to that. Thank
Yeah.
you. If you can get a timestamp or something like that, or stop it where it is, and we'll just go over to it. But yeah, I just want to get this done.
And how did you come to that conclusion, the you conclusion?
The you.
I'm looking at you.
How did you come to that conclusion? Did you?
What conclusion? Can you restate the question?
You're saying that you gave a description on the non-emergency phone line, correct?
It was on a non-emergency line.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no name.
No.
Or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
I had no idea who you were.
And so how can you say who then?
Yeah,
how can you say you then if you had no idea?
Because I just saw you.
I'm looking at you. You are the guy.
You are the
And
guy!
how did you come to that?
Our hero. This guy has completely changed the whole feeling of it. Everybody before him was like, you know, the defendant, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm looking at you. You're the guy. The jury is seeing this and like, damn. There isn't, I mean, nobody had a doubt before, but now there is no doubt. There's no doubt in this man's voice, you know? It's beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Hello? Anybody?
Yeah. Is this defense part of what is this sort of defense actually him saying you can't say it was me because you didn't know it was me?
But yeah.
Is that his defense here?
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you? Yeah,
you.
you
He's
can't
trying to. He's
say
trying
it was
to.
me because it was a stranger
He
who happened to be.
he he's holding on to the reasonable doubt thing, and he's
Mm-hmm.
thinking a reasonable doubt is a shadow of a doubt,
And
and
he's
he's
saying
trying to, get a shadow of a doubt
Yeah.
introduced.
that, oh, you didn't know what my race was, therefore you can't be sure it's me now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Where
You
did
and I
you?
were standing in the same yard looking at each
you want to
other.
do it again? All right.
So, is it possible you saw
I'm
something on the
asking to show it
news?
again.
No, I had no idea who you were. It was on the non-emergency line. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on the non-emergency line.
You're the guy.
Do you recall the description that you gave at that time?
I do. Well, my best of my knowledge was that you were either black, Latino,
Who's you?
or mixed.
Who's you?
Hold on, you have to let him answer the question first before you interrupt him with another one. Go ahead with the description you provided that night.
I said that the individual was either black, mixed, or Latino.
So it'd be fair to say you didn't know at the time.
I was giving a general description.
So it'd be fair to say that you weren't sure.
I was positive it was you.
Oh.
Who's you?
You. I'm looking at you.
Look at.
And how did you come to that conclusion, the you conclusion?
Oh, look at that.
I'm looking at you.
How did you
guy.
come? How did you come to that conclusion? Did you?
What conclusion?
Because
Can you restate the question?
You're saying that you gave a description on the non-emergency phone line, correct?
It was on a non-emergency line.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no name or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
I had no idea who you were.
And so how can you say how can you say you then if you had no idea?
I'm looking at you. You were the guy.
And
That's beautiful. Who just came in? Who just came in?
That was me.
Okay. Yeah, Anastino makes a good point. I don't know why they never brought that up. That he was badgering this guy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
He wouldn't let him finish. He was arguing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good point.
and how did you come to that conclusion?
You and I were standing in the same yard looking at each other.
Yes, bitch.
So is it possible you saw something on the news?
No, I had.
You were standing, speaking to get. Now he tries to bring in that, since there was news after
Mm-hmm.
it, they all got his identification from the news, not from, talking to him that night.
I had no
Face to
idea
face.
who you were.
Interesting.
Interesting. I love that when he did this. I'm like,
Aye.
really, really.
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell the jury with that? What exactly is that aside for? What does it mean, sir? It
He was
means
trying to
nothing other
Matlock
than
moment.
you have nothing to say.
It was a Matlock moment.
It was. He's trying to be Perry Mason, Matlock, you name him. He's trying to be
Mm-hmm.
them, and he's failing miserably. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall giving a description of approximately 5'9" and 160
Oh,
pounds?
this part's great.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what he said.
Yeah, something like that.
Watch this.
Something like that, or would that be accurate?
Oh my God.
I didn't have a tape measure out. It was just a guesstimate.
Would it be fair to
Check
say
it out.
that since you keep identifying me as you, would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" nor 160 pounds?
You have your shoes on or off right now?
Oh!
Would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9", 100?
He stood up and took that pose to try to intimidate this man. Did not work.
No.
Did not work at all.
He's like expecting the guy to have a mark on his doorway at home, like with you on it, and 5'8".
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what your height is, but I can say you're, slight athletic build. I'd never go by pounds if I'm identifying a person when I have had to in the past. I go by build. It's like it's a slight build. It's a heavy build. That kind of thing. And then I'm like, oh, he's tall, average height. Like that. That's what I usually do. But yeah, he looks like he could be 5'9", 160 pounds. I don't know.
Didn't he initially say 5'8" and 150 in his?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
When the prosecutor was asking, but
the point is, he was standing there talking to you. He saw your face. He saw your eyes. He knows you. You can't shake him, dude. He's identified you, sir. Whatever you want to call yourself. Third party intervener. You.
I just wanted to give an update real quick. Not only did all these people come out here to see Missy Elliott, now it's storming.
That's funny.
That's right. You're getting the front that we're going to be getting tonight.
Now everybody is running to their cars.
Here you go.
160 pounds.
If you take your shoes off and step out of them, they could have a better.
I'm not going to have them do that, but if you're able to answer the question, do you agree?
I'd have to be standing next to him. That's what I made my judgment from. We were about 2 feet from each other.
Does it look like I'm 5'9"?
I don't know. We were a lot closer.
Does it look like I'm 160 pounds?
Objection.
You lost weight, maybe.
Relevant as to his appearance today, just like his hair isn't in dreadlocks today.
Good point.
Objection.
Question.
Grounds for the sustain.
Yeah, you shaved your head and your beard, so hey, you might have lost weight, gained weight. We don't know, bitch. You put Lyft in your shoes? We don't know. You weren't wearing shoes that day.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And he
question,
hates
please.
that they just debunked his argument, right?
You also said that, well, the narrative in the report said that the individual was later identified. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, that'd be fair to say.
And so would it also be fair to say that because the individual was identified later, that's how you came to the conclusion of who it may have been in your yard?
Objection, I think that's
Grounds.
a statement, Your Honor.
It's a
He's,
statement,
again,
yeah.
reading a police report,
That's a question.
not authored by this witness. It's beyond the
Okay.
scope of the witness's knowledge.
It's actually the report that he
Mr.
gave.
Burke, I've heard enough. If the objection is sustained, you may rephrase your question.
You can't go by a report he did not write himself. He had to have written it to question him on it. There's a difference between a statement and a report. A report is something a cop says, hey, tell me what happened, and they write it down. A statement is, here, tell us what happened, and you write it down. He's reading a report.
Right.
Did you follow the investigation after you had given the report on the non-emergency line?
It's kind of hard not to see it on TV.
Yeah.
Can I clarify something or?
No.
There's not a question just
Oh,
yet,
okay.
so
All right.
the state will have an opportunity to redirect if they deem it appropriate.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think this guy feels good about doing this, and he should.
So you made reference to it was kind of hard not to see it on the news. Would that be fair to say?
It was all over the news.
And would it be fair to say that from those news reports you gained additional information that you didn't have that night?
Actually, what I did is went into work the next morning and pulled up the police report on the internet, and there you were.
There you were.
And I'm like, that's the guy.
So you got a further description from a mugshot?
No.
No, I didn't get a further description. At the time, I didn't care who you were when you were in my yard. I didn't know who you were, what you had done, where you had been, any of that stuff. So all I'm saying is you were trespassing in my yard at that time, and that's all I can say. Other than that, that's all I can confirm. I don't know what you did. I don't know where you were. I don't know any of the other stuff. All I know is you were the guy in my yard.
Is that you again, Simon?
It is, yes.
What happened, huh? Your internet sucks?
I don't know. Just bizarre things happening.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Suddenly deciding it can't negotiate a DNS.
Well, I'm going to go on the record to say British internet sucks. Thank you. It does, though.
Objection. The guy that you said was 5'9", 160 pounds.
Objection. Argumentative asked and answered.
Sustained. Next question. You don't have to answer that.
And what prompted you to read or pull up the police report?
Objection. Irrelevant.
Grounds. He said it. He brought it out here.
Overruled. He may answer.
To check to be the same person.
Of actually who you were. And if you were the person that actually had done the atrocities that were on television.
Atrocity.
And what prompted the curiosity?
Oh my God, how dumb are you? You were in his yard. You were trespassing. And then he heard about this terrible thing that happened really close to where he lived. So he checked to see if it was the same person. If I had come across this tall blonde dude in my yard, and then the next day they had caught Jeffrey Dahmer, I would check. Wouldn't you?
Of course.
See. Just natural.
Stranger was in my yard, unannounced, trespassing, asked him to leave, and they ended up catching somebody for doing something very bad, and I was wondering if that was the individual that had cut through my yard.
And it was. Very good. See, again, and also, this is why you get a lawyer and you don't represent yourself, because besides knowing what to ask, you've got to know what not to.
Mm-hmm.
And he's asking all the not tos.
Yeah, you only ask the question to which you know the answer is the rule.
And which are going to help, not hurt. And he's asking all the hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know where to go to this. This guy's hurt him so bad and he doesn't know what to do with him. Just give up. Just go to your
So it'd be
place.
fair to say at the time you wasn't privy to that knowledge yet. Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
At the time you pulled up the police report, as you say, you had no knowledge of the identity of the individual.
Oh, he said that.
I didn't know that you were going to be the person that had done that.
You keep referring to the you.
You!
You. I'm looking into your eyes right now. You're the guy I'm talking about when I refer to you.
I love it.
Reflect that the witness used his right hand and index finger to point directly at the defendant. Next question,
Thank
please.
you, Judge. Thank you for saying that. I love that. I love that.
Did you notice the slight catch in his voice when he said, "You're the guy"? And just before he said "guy," is obviously wanted to say something else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're the piece of shit.
You wouldn't be another F-bomb.
Yeah, probably. And he's just, if Mr. Third party intervener doesn't know how bad this guy has hurt him, he is completely brain dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because this guy has hurt him. Just stop. Give it up. Don't make it worse. Move on to the whole sausage shit and get it over with. Because this guy's destroyed.
So you just made reference to looking the you in the eyes, but
the you.
You would need.
What would you prefer I call you?
You would need,
because you're not going by Daryl Brooks.
You would need me to step out of my shoes to tell my height and weight, right?
I'd have to
Doesn't
also stand
matter.
2 feet from you.
Hold on, please. Mr. Brooks, you're directed under 90611 to ask a question and not argue with the witness.
That
Thank
was
you.
the question.
It was argumentative. Now, please rephrase your question, and then the witness is instructed to wait until a question is asked, and if there's any objection, then I rule on it first. Go ahead, next question.
Sound like he the one arguing.
Oh! He's getting back into his little hood rat ways. He stopped being Mr. Attorney. Saying he's the one who's... He's a child. He's a fucking child.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just been told by mommy, and he's embarrassed in front of his friends. You know? That's exactly how they act.
Yeah, if only he had friends.
When kids are embarrassed. What?
If only he had friends.
Right.
Jury will disregard that last comment. Mr. Brooks, you're not testifying right now. You'll have an opportunity if you choose to do that later. Please ask a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it.
Oh! Oh! Yeah. He mad! Mad!
He is.
Oh, he's so mad. He's so mad. I love it. I love it. He's acting like a child.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to see his personality, shining through. Hi, werewolf girl. Oh God. I gotta revel in that for a second. That was beautiful. What do you think, guys? Do you think he's gonna testify?
I would imagine so. Yeah, he loves the attention. So.
Well, I suspect he'll have a long heart-to-heart with his attorney and decide that he's not dug himself a hole deep enough, and he'll testify in the narrative.
Yeah, that's what I say. It'll be in the narrative.
Are you saying he
talks? Just like Blandino.
Yeah.
Simon, were you saying he talks to himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he will, because I don't think you can keep a narcissist like him off the stand. Like Blandino. I think he thinks he can outthink everybody, and that'll be his moment. Yeah, Mindy says, yes, he is. You can't keep stupid quiet. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. How can he cross-examine himself, Gary? It would be the narrative. He would just, he would say what he wants to say, and then the prosecution gets to cross.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets to finish. Hey, Irish honey. Gotta use a mirror. Yeah, right? That's cute. Does he object to himself? That would be quite the
wow.
suit, yeah. I can't wait for that.
Well, he's met himself, and most people that have met him seem to object to him, so.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, don't forget, he still has those 12 witnesses, too.
Mm.
And he's going to take his time.
Oh, yeah.
With each and every one.
Well, when we get to it later, he's been given an instruction about that, too.
Okay, great. All right. We're almost there.
Okay.
Tantrums. Does he really think he's doing a good job in front of this jury? I wonder. I believe, I mean, I don't know what he thinks about how he's showing in front of the jury, but I believe he can't help himself in moments like that. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way he can help himself because he's never had to before.
Right.
He's never had to take direction, especially from a woman.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that's why he beats them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just a lowlife.
He is.
Any reason why you didn't give a written statement to law enforcement?
Objection, argumentative, irrelevant.
Positive, argumentative.
Sustained. As to the form of the question. Next question, please.
Did you at any time give a written statement to law enforcement?
I don't believe so.
Any reason why not?
Objection,
Grounds?
argumentative and irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain?
Mr. Brooks, please ask your next question.
Grounds for the sustain?
Hello? Is there anybody home?
You said you pulled up the police report at work the next day, right?
No, I pulled up your mugshot.
Well, you did say police report. Would that be fair to say?
No. Mugshot.
Answer that.
I just pulled up a mugshot.
You don't recall saying that you pulled up the police report specifically?
I specifically wanted to pull up the picture of the person that had committed those atrocities to see if that was the person that had cut through my yard, which confirmed it was.
And did you pull up the complaint?
No.
Have you ever seen the complaint?
I don't believe I have.
Aww.
Have you yourself filed a complaint?
Nope.
Oh, God. Here we go.
About what? For?
He's talking about the complaint that you have to file in a lawsuit. That's all.
Yes, exactly. So,
Any reason why not?
He's looking for the plaintiff again. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Objection,
Grounds.
relevant,
Sustained.
argumentative.
As to the form of the question and on relevance. Next question.
Do you recall who subpoenaed you to testify here today?
It's on the subpoena.
You don't recall?
I'd have to have the subpoena with me to read the name.
Do you recall if it was the district attorney's office?
It was.
Do you recall about how long ago you received the subpoena?
Answer that.
A month or two ago, a couple months ago. I got a subpoena, so that's all I know, and I had to show up at a certain time.
So you knew it was a possibility that you would be called to testify?
I had no expectation of the subpoena until I went to the DA's office.
So you went to the DA's office?
They want to know. They ask. They want to see if you're worth having as a witness, or if you actually had any information that was pertinent to the case.
I love his testimony.
And so would it be fair to say that you felt that you did?
They
I
felt
didn't know.
he did.
irrelevant.
I'll sustain as to the form of the question that strike the last response. Please rephrase.
Did you feel that you had
Doesn't matter what he
information that
felt.
would be relevant to the matter?
That's an irrelevant question,
Grounds.
Your Honor.
Sustained. Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
Sustain. Grounds for the
Your
sustain.
Honor.
Next question, please.
Look at him trying to stare her down. No,
That
you
is
ain't gonna
judicial
do.
determination, Your Honor.
Yeah, it is. Now go. Move, bitch.
Ask
Get out
your
the
next
way.
question, please.
He ain't gonna win. Just you can't. He's incapable of learning.
When you
Thanks,
went to
guys.
the district attorney's office, do you recall whom you spoke with?
There was 3 or 4 people there. I don't recall their names. I recall their faces.
You said you do recall the names, not the faces?
No, I recall their faces, not their names.
Oh. Do you see any of those district attorneys in court here today?
I see one district attorney and one officer was in the room.
And for the record and for the jury, can you identify whom you're referring to?
I'd have to point. Her, yep. And this officer here.
I love that.
Alright, so the
All right, you got me. I met with the witness.
You got me banged to rights, Governor.
Jeez. Because he's trying to suggest that meeting with the prosecutor is actually, in fact, being told what to say by the prosecutor. No, it's not. This is how you act as a witness. Do this, don't do that. Just tell the truth. That's basically what happens.
Right.
But no, not in his mind. In his mind, it's all dirty pool. It's all.
Oh yeah, you go to the DA's office to be given the script.
Yeah, exactly. But Brooks, what? Yeah, he's scared. And he's very scared. This guy just destroyed him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he looks like he is sweating through his mask. Whoever said that. Mindy, yes. He's scared. You can tell.
Yes, witness has pointed to District Attorney Sue Opper and Detective Casey.
Oh, there's Detective Casey back there. Moving on. Come on, move on, bitch.
And that was around the time you first received the subpoena?
It was the time that the subpoena told me to show up.
So no, because he decided to do it before he got the subpoena telling him to turn up. Of course.
Yeah.
See, these are all questions that make no difference and it wastes of time. Jury doesn't like the time he wasted because they want to just get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's pissing them off. Which he does a lot, I'm sure.
Do you recall ever being told about the plaintiff in this matter?
There we go.
Objection, Craig.
God.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Do you know who the plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Vague, beyond the
Grounds.
scope of the witness's knowledge, legally inaccurate.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Forgers.
Did Attorney Opper ever tell you who the plaintiff was in this matter?
Is he saying
The subpoena told
opera?
me who the plaintiff was.
Yeah.
And do you recall who the plaintiff is?
Daryl Brooks.
That's the plaintiff?
Or not the plaintiff, the plaintiff is, I think, city of Waukesha or state of Wisconsin, I'm not sure.
And it'd be fair to say that that's not a living, breathing human being.
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Sustained, not relevant. Next question.
Are you aware that only a living, breathing human being can make a claim?
Objection,
Yeah.
irrelevant,
The law.
argumentative.
Grounds?
You're wrong.
Sustained for those reasons, and it's also not an accurate
It's
statement of the law.
definitely not argumentative.
No, he's.
Mr. Brooks, under 90611, I need you to move on from this topic and ask a different line of questions, please.
Here he comes.
Move on from what topic, Your Honor?
Next question, sir.
Can I know what topic you're referring to?
He's playing games. He knows exactly what she's talking to, but he's trying to get one last jab in without getting in trouble.
To Your Honor.
And while you've got it paused, say, thank you, Taipan, for the Australian $10.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
I'll
let
kick
me
this
go over
off.
there so I
Only
can
way
push
to
up.
do this until PayPal is fixed. My entry into the show.
Oh, Taipan, thank you. I really appreciate that. I do. Let's see. Well, I have it paused. Let me see what catch up with chat. Gary's like, you don't think he's gonna sue? No, I doubt it. He's too
Narcissistic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, I don't know if the verdict how it'll affect him. I think he'll be in denial even then, thinking he has, like, a real good chance at appeal. I really do.
Hey, guys.
Hmm?
I'm going to drive home now, so we'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Take care. Yep. Bye.
He is trying everybody's patience.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. Especially the juries. Because don't forget, every time he does that shit, and he goes too far and she has to, talk to him, she has to make them leave so she doesn't make him look bad in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting pissed that, like, a couple of times they had just walked in, but he won't stop, so she has to make them leave again. So yeah, he is like a lot like Blandino, in his Dunning-Kruger, in his narcissism, and oh god, I'm gonna probably have to bleach my mouth out, but and I hate saying this, but Kim did know the law better.
Oh, someone's keeping a counter on when he says grounds and fair to say. For grounds through day 13 is 873 times, and fair to say is 202 through day 13.
Holy shit.
And this doesn't count when he says grounds more than once.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Next question, please.
If I don't know the topic, how would I know to go in a different direction?
Mr. Brooks, under 90611, I need you to ask a question.
Do you know if there's even a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Sustained. Under 90611, sir, please move on from this topic, or I will declare your cross-examination closed.
Under what law and fact, Your Honor?
Under 90611, please ask a question.
And where can I find 90611?
This is your last opportunity to ask a question, sir.
Your Honor, the jury deserves to know this information.
All right, then.
I know he's too stupid to know these things, but the jury isn't supposed to know little things like that. Like, the jury should only know the facts they need to know to decide a case. That's why they keep all this other shit away from them.
Yes, I
And
mean they
he just
need
wants to confuse them.
Yeah, I mean they need to know information relevant to the case,
Right.
not stuff that's relevant to the procedure of the court.
Right. Now, and he's just like I say a lot. When the law's on your side, you bang on the law. When the facts are on your side, bang on the facts. When neither's on your side, bang on the table. He's banging on that table so hard, he's gonna break it.
State any redirect.
No redirect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step
Thank
down.
you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You've been a wonderful, wonderful witness.
State may call its next witness.
And then they bring up that woman, right?
I believe so.
We're not gonna watch her, I don't think. Anything interesting. No, the guy.
Oh yeah, that was.
Did they ask to see your phone?
Yes.
And the purpose of that was to try and
He
see the
seemed
number
confused and
that Mr.
scared.
Brooks had called?
What's this?
Oh, that's the lady
The
where.
events of November 21.
Go ahead.
That was the lady that he also used her phone.
Yeah, he used a lot of people's phones.
Yeah.
And what's this video?
1 of 21.
Yes, I do.
Move to admit 76 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
I believe there was an objection. It's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 76 is received and permission to publish is granted.
The witness wasn't there in this video. How could it be relevant?
Your
So, yeah.
objections? No.
This might be another surveillance camera or something. And since she's not in it, it can't be relevant. What?
Yeah,
it's showing you.
Yeah, it's showing him it's the business that he was supposedly going to be at for the Uber person to pick him up.
Yeah.
Damien, I wouldn't have a clue. That would be Aaron Rod probably could answer that.
What?
Whether there's a counter for a plaintiff as well as grounds, and is it fair? Would it be fair to say?
Oh, but I hadn't seen a counter on those other ones yet.
On what?
They haven't. The counter that I was reading off of from Long
What's he
Crime.
asking if there's a counter for?
Plaintiff.
Yeah.
I think everybody's been.
We're going to play it in its entirety, Your Honor. As soon as the jury's got it. They got it? Okay, thank you.
Colorful place.
Play.
Yellow lockers, red.
Hi, Johnny.
Why have I seen this before?
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Mr. Johnny there. Why have I seen this before? I'm not here. This reminds me of someplace I know.
Because it's a scene from Prisoner Cell Block H.
Stop it. Come on, play it. Damn.
There he comes.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, look, he's in a red t-shirt.
Pause it at the 39-second or 40-second mark. I said we'll play the whole thing, but did you see a person approach the doors to the building during the video?
Yes, I did. I saw Daryl Brooks approach the door.
And is that consistent with what
Let's just see that again.
Brooks looked like that evening when you spoke to him?
Oh.
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
Go ahead and answer.
Here he is on the
Yes.
ring.
The ring guy's after her.
I know, but why did they just show it?
Is that the gentleman you encountered on the street?
He still
Brooks
doesn't
had a
want to look
t-shirt
at
on
these people.
and was not wearing shoes.
No shoes. Why would?
Do you see the same person present in this courtroom here today?
Yes.
So she can properly identify
Watch.
him, please.
Mr. Brooks, please unmask and look at the witness. Sir, would you please unmask and look
I
at the
am.
witness? Thank
I
you.
was writing something down.
All right, thank you. Just want
Wow.
to make sure you heard me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What the fuck
Oh.
was that?
Oh, good
Oh, yeah.
effort.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like-
that was just blatant. Just being. He was throwing a
There's
temper tantrum.
disrespect. disrespect.
I don't know how she deals with this. I don't know how she puts up with, and I mean, I really do hope his mother is one of his witnesses, because really, oh my God, like, with all this that I had seen this morning, before I'm getting, pardon me as I get some water, before the mother's phone number was given out in open court, you, you have to see how hard it was for me not to pick up that phone and call her. You know what I'm saying? Anybody? I guess not. Okay.
I don't think I would have thought that.
I
It'll
wanted
probably
to
depend.
pick up that phone and say, "Bitch,
It
what do
might
you have
depend
to
on
say about this?"
it might depend on context, but
I'm sorry, but I know I wanted to call her and say, "Look, why is he like? Did you ever teach him how to be respectful to people? Ever? Ever? You failed us as a society." And that might be me. That might be just me.
I just wanted to address something in the chat. Yes, you
Okay.
can run in flip flops. Yes, you can run in slides. I have ran in both, and it is very possible. Just to let you know.
But Anestina might be right that the prison ones are designed to break away if you try to
Yes,
run.
they are, but the like regular like Nike slides and flip
Oh yeah,
flops and stuff
Nike
like that,
would not
you
do that.
can run away in them. I'm
Nikes
not
are
saying
made
how I know,
differently.
but
Yeah.
I do know. Just like everybody is running away from the storm. It's so funny watching everybody run to their car in the storm.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
And there was a wreck.
Mindy says that sure a lot of people wanted to call her and maybe did. She did. They did. A lot of people did call her. It's been talked about already. But and I'm gonna talk about her in a minute because did I hear her? Yeah, especially once I heard her. You remember the video I showed you guys of her? Can somebody mute themselves? You're being loud. Or Simon mute whoever that is.
oh sorry, I thought it was you.
No, I'm sitting down. So you remember that video I showed you of her in that interview where she was like very meek, sad, sounded very you know, poorly spoken and stuff. Well, on this voicemail that she left for this man, she sounds like a fucking executive. Hello, sir. That was my son that called me from the ear. Wow. And she was, bitch was putting on a show for us in that interview. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like father, like mother, like son. Because nah, she's a liar just like him. She's a manipulator just like him. So I don't believe she taught him better, Mindy, because she seems to be a lot like him. Just saying. You'll see what I mean.
Is that the gentleman you encountered on the street that you're describing for us?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Did Mr. Brooks speak?
Oh, by the way, did I mention to everybody that my Shirley Temples came yesterday?
I think you might have mentioned it to me once or twice or 3 times or 5 times in passing.
I got my Shirley Temples, and I'm going to crack one open and enjoy it with you guys. Yes. They're pink.
To you in any way?
Objection. I do not consent.
Oh, by the way, why have you guys here? Everybody here. When are you supposed to get a tetanus? Like, what kind of cuts or whatever are you supposed to get a tetanus shot for?
Potentially any, but generally speaking, one's near, potentially any.
Because like I fell and my hands went on those tacks that hold a rug in, and
Oh,
like a couple of them broke the skin, but not deep. I don't need a tetanus shot for that, do I?
When was your last tetanus shot?
yeah.
100 years ago. Just figure that.
You
Come
need
on,
another
tell me I
tetanus
don't need a
shot.
tetanus shot.
Yes.
Fuck you! I didn't hear that. Let's pretend I didn't ask.
Into being called that name.
Grounds.
You may answer. Yes, he did.
Did you say grounds to me?
Yes, I did.
Why did you say grounds to me? That was funny. All right.
Because you're gonna forget that you heard that. And I'll
I
be like,
don't
grounds.
want to hear it.
Well,
Yeah.
look, suck
Grounds.
it up. I got mine back in August when I last saw my doctor because it had been a while.
So you're like you're telling me that like just get them randomly even if you don't need it?
Yeah,
No,
no,
you
but
normally.
Like get boosters, I mean, even if you don't have a cut, is what I meant.
Well, around here they do suggest that you go ahead and get a tetanus shot every so many
Like
years.
7, right?
Yeah, and it had been about 7 for me. So
Damn it.
I just got mine. So suck it up, Buttercup.
Any but metal, especially rusted. Oh, fuck. Oh, 10 years. I thought it was.
I thought it was 7.
Oh no. They're gonna slip me the jab, huh, Joko? Hi, Joko. I don't want to. No. Alright, alright, alright. Enough, enough. Okay, I'll
It's because they
tell some.
love you. They want you to get hurt and be sick and lose half
I
your
saw
limbs.
somebody. I saw somebody get lockjaw once. It was frightening. So yeah, I don't want to get that. That's what you get, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. Let's get to the guy with the Right. Yeah. Let's see this again, real quick. See him walk up, and then get to the guy with the ring. Where is he? Come on, sir. Come on, you piece of fucking trash. In a human suit.
Here he is. And he looks to be barefoot.
Yep. Barefoot, dreads, beard, red shirt, jeans. Dreads are tied together in the back, and he's just walking around like ain't no thing. Try to get in this place. I don't know why.
That's where the lady's husband had told him to go into that lobby, but he didn't realize it was locked.
Okay.
Just as a passing point, AMG Abby has posted a link in the side chat for guidelines about when to get a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Of course you would.
Check this shit out. Here he is being himself again.
Miss Carrie.
After you learned of the additional information, did you read any police reports or a complaint?
No.
Are you aware of who the plaintiff may be in this matter?
I
Objection,
knew
irrelevant.
this was coming.
Sustained.
Wouldn't it be great, like when they
Ever
say?
been notified who the plaintiff?
What, honey?
Wouldn't it be great, like when he asks them, he's like, "Do you know who the plaintiff is?" And one of them just comes up and says, "Yeah, the people that you killed."
It would be wonderful.
It
It would
would,
be.
but
It'd be absolutely
Mm.
orgasmic for me.
but
Yes.
but we know that they don't want to cause any technicality for him to.
Oh, to get a mistrial. I know, I understand,
Yeah.
but it would be so
Oh
great.
yeah, I mean it would
Especially
be
as many
nice
times
to
as
hear it.
he asks it. You know, it's just because he's
I
boring.
think the closest one was the guy who was on before that, said it was you. I think he's the closest one that's come to that.
But we haven't seen everybody yet. I'm hoping. I don't know, like, we didn't see the parents of the kid he killed, did we?
I
No, you
don't
haven't shown
think
it yet.
so.
We saw the friend of the grannies. What? I'm sorry, what, Nicole?
I said you haven't shown it yet. If it was there, you haven't shown it.
Yeah, no, I would have shown it if they were there, and I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I don't think they've shown that one.
Okay. Then maybe they're waiting till last for that person. But you would hope they show. Because the people who were injured and the people who knew the dead were last week, Friday. So, I don't believe I remember anybody.
No, and I don't know if they would put the parents up there for that one, just
What?
because of it being a child that young.
Yeah, but it would be great. I don't get it.
Well, I mean,
It's not the child. They're just.
It might be too
They
traumatic for the parents.
They had I mean, it was traumatic for the coroner talking about him. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was.
Coroner. I've never seen a coroner break down. This coroner did. And it was hard to even understand her at times. She was so upset. That's amazing. That says a lot. Because coroners have seen it all. Coroners have to deal with all kinds of like decomp and shit. Like, I don't even understand. Like, after 9/11, we saw. Never once have I ever seen a coroner break down. Never. Never. It's crazy to me. And it was just so moving to see her break down that way. Absolutely.
But I have a feeling they don't want him to get his claws into the parents for the cross-examination. I don't think they want to subject them to that.
I don't think he'd have the balls to do that. Not even him.
I think he would.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he probably would.
Wow. All right.
Plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
Do you even know if there's a plaintiff in this matter?
Oh dear.
Yes, there is.
And who's the plaintiff?
I believe it's the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And do you know the plaintiff cannot be
a breathing human being or an entity?
Yeah.
Objection, argumentative, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Are you aware that only a human being can bring a complaint or be a plaintiff?
Objection, misstatement of the law.
Sustained.
Wow, we get away without a grounds.
He's mad. Watch. You'll see. He's getting mad. trying to think of a way to argue it. Or he's falling asleep, I don't know.
That's what I'm doing.
He looks like me when I drove. There he is. Okay.
You ever had any interaction with the state of Wisconsin?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds for
Sir,
the
under
suspension.
90611, please. Move on.
Here he goes, I think. About to show his ass.
Have you ever contacted the state of Wisconsin in this matter?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain.
Under 90611, move on, or I'll declare the cross-examination ended.
Of course you would.
Oh,
Wow. Is that not an abusive partner to his girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you would, you bitch. You know, like, He's used to being in charge of the women around him, and he can't be with this one, and it's killing him. This woman is putting him in his place every day, all day, and has his life in her hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I hope there's a bunch of women on that jury too.
No further questions.
Let me redirect.
Nothing further, thank you.
Alright, so
Yeah, that's the
Attention to
Lyft
November
driver.
21st.
this is the Uber driver.
Well, it was actually Lyft is what his mother called.
Lyft, Uber, whatever. I use them interchangeably. So he had contact with
2021.
him.
Were you working in the city of Waukesha that day?
Yes,
What were you doing?
I was driving Lyft.
Can you explain for those few people, I think, who don't know what Lyft is?
Mhm.
Can you
Really?
explain what that is?
Are there
It's
anybody?
a rideshare app where people can request rides point A to point B.
Now, some people use Uber. Is that similar?
Yes, same thing.
And is that your full-time job?
No,
Side hustle.
Did you go to the parade, the city of Waukesha parade that day?
I did not.
Were you aware that the parade was in downtown Waukesha that day?
Objection, lady.
Overruled, he may answer.
Not leaving.
Yes, I was.
How were you aware of that?
It was everything was blocked off and there was heavy police presence, and then I saw kind of the convoy going.
So you say everything was blocked off. What do you mean by that?
Like a lot of the streets, when I was having to go pick up people, a lot of the streets were blocked off, so I couldn't go certain ways.
Do you recall approximately what time you started driving that day?
It was around like 3:25.
Mr. Winters, do me a favor. If there is an objection that's been raised by either party,
See, it's not fair because he objects so late. You know, and quietly too. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So it's not really their fault. I'm getting
Yeah, I
a
must
call.
say that objection was fairly quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
wait to answer the question. I'll rule on the objection and then I'll let you know.
Yes, ma'am.
So the objection's noted, it's overruled, and you may continue answering.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said?
3:25.
Thank you. And do you know approximately how many fares you took that day?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled, he may answer.
It's not speculative. He would know. You fucking moron.
Well, maybe he wasn't there present
That
when he took
day it
the
was
ride.
probably anywhere
Oh
from
my
like
god.
about 11 or 12, somewhere in there.
Do you were your clients all from the city of Waukesha? Was that the general area they were working?
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled, you may answer.
No, I just happened to be in that area at that time.
At some point after, do you know approximately what time you got done working that night?
Oh, it was probably later, around like 10, 11 o'clock that night.
When you got home, did you see anything on the news?
No,
At some point, did you become aware of an incident that had occurred during the city of Waukesha Christmas parade?
yes.
Objection, leading.
Overruled, he may answer. His answer may stand.
Generally, what information did you obtain?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
What?
when I saw like a bunch of police cars going, I contacted my sister because my niece goes to school at Carroll, and I was wondering what was going on. She told me something that wasn't even true that was going on, but later, after like the next day after watching the news and social media, I found out what happened.
Looking back when you were working November 21st, 2021, did anything seem relevant with regard to that news that you saw?
Objection, Lee.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yeah, I had a call that was in the area, and it was like just like a really weird call because no one ever showed up, but there was a very descriptive message that I got from the person that asked for the call about who I was looking for.
Okay, so I'm going to direct your attention to that day, November 21st, at approximately 5:15 p.m. What time did that, or how do you receive communication when you get a client?
When you're signed into the app, it'll just pop up. You can accept it or you can decline.
So you say it just pops up. How does it pops up
on my cell phone?
Okay, and did you receive a fare request or a ride request at approximately 5:15
Objection, Lee.
Overruled. He may answer.
Yes, I did.
What information were you given with regard to that request?
Objection, Lee.
Overruled. He may answer.
So the fare came in for Dawn. And
Dawn?
The address I was picking up at was, I think it was 550 Elizabeth. And it was an empty, well, it wasn't an empty, it was an empty parking lot, but it was a company that was closed. And then I was given information that I was looking for a light-skinned black guy with dreadlocks.
Okay. Now, when you say that the name associated was Dawn?
Mm-hmm.
That's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And what does that mean to you? I'm not sure exactly how Lyft works, but...
That's just...
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
That's just the name of the person that I'm picking up. That I'm assuming that's the person I'm picking up.
Okay. And were you in the city of Waukesha when that pop-up came on your phone?
Yes.
So what did you do?
I drove to the parking lot and waited for and hit that I arrived and waited for whomever was going to come out of the company.
And that would be, you said 550 Elizabeth Street?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's in the city of Waukesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you receive information as to where you're taking the person when you initially get the pop-up?
Objection, Lee.
Overruled. You may answer.
When you initially get the request, you don't know where the person is going until you say that you arrived. Then you can see the address that they're going to.
Okay. So, did you eventually arrive at that location?
Yes.
What did you observe?
It was just a dark parking lot and a couple police cars on the street.
Mm-hmm.
No one was really around those. It seemed like it was like a closed building. I didn't know, it was empty parking lot, no one there.
Okay. And did you see anyone, both strike that. When you arrived at the location, do you send something through your app that says, I've arrived?
Objection, Lee.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, there's a button that you can just click and say I arrived, and it sends a message to the person letting you know that you're out, let them know that you're outside and they have 5 minutes to come out.
Now, is that when you would get the destination on your app?
Yes.
And do you recall what that destination was?
I don't recall the physical address. I just know it was on 19th Street in Milwaukee.
So you said that the automated message went out saying that you were there and that you give that person 5 minutes?
Yes.
What happened after 5 minutes?
I began to message with whomever the person was on the other end, letting them know that I was waiting outside and that I was in a white car.
And this is a chat feature as part of the app?
I just don't get why they have him.
Overruled. Your answer may stand.
And then what happened?
I received a message back letting me know who I was looking for, and
Anybody understand why they brought him?
They were calling a ride for someone else, and they
Because it's
didn't
the
know
actual
where
call
he
that
was.
his mother made.
They then again gave me a description of who I was looking for.
And what was that description?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Ask and answer.
Ask and answer.
Overruled. He may answer.
What?
A light-skinned black guy with dreadlocks.
After you were given that information, what did you do?
I sent a message saying I didn't see anyone. I received a message back saying I don't know where he is. His phone died. He called me from someone else's phone.
Oh, his mom. Yeah, right.
What did you do then?
At that point, I didn't know. It was a basketball court out there, so I thought I was waiting on a kid.
Okay.
So I didn't want to just leave.
Oh.
So I got out my car. I knocked on the door at the company to see if anybody would come out. I rang the buzzer, got no answer. I got back in my car. I sent the message saying there's no one around. Could they, make sure the person comes out, because I had already been past the 5-minute grace period.
I'm sure you did. Nice.
I got a message back saying I'll try to call them. I don't know what to tell you.
Then what happened?
At that point, I had been out there for about 7.5 minutes. So at that point, I just canceled the ride.
Yeah.
Approximately what time do you recall canceling the ride?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
What?
It was around 5:30ish, somewhere around there.
And
App have a profile picture attached to it?
No.
What could he possibly ask this guy? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so this is the guy who had him on the ring.
Provide that
Right to that
20-second
part.
Ring video doorbell clip.
I actually.
Leading.
Oh,
I can rephrase.
go ahead, rephrase.
What door did you let Mr. Brooks into your home?
I let him in the
Objection.
back door.
I don't consent to being called that name.
Oh, by the way, so he told this poor guy, he told him he was homeless and hungry.
Overruled. Go ahead, you may answer.
Yeah, the back door.
So he went around the side of the house to get to the back door?
That's right.
What happened when he got to the back door?
I don't remember exactly. I remember letting him in. Well, I remember, so I just got back hunting, so I asked him to go through the back door so I could make sure I didn't have any weapons laying around. And so after that was good, then I let him in the back door. Well, just to give me a second to make sure nothing.
Add your next question, please.
Thank you.
The defendant as the person.
Tie.
And as the record reflect that the witness has identified Mr. Brooks.
The record will reflect that the witness has identified the defendant as the person depicted in this video and the person who was on his porch on November 20th.
Did they show the video at this point?
Record will reflect that. Yes.
Oh my god, he does it again.
Was that
Sir, would you please remove your face mask and face the witness?
a question of?
The state's asked, sir, please remove your face mask and face the witness.
I'm confused. He made a statement about voice.
The question's been asked and answered. Please remove your mask.
What was the question?
Please remove your mask and face the witness.
Mr. Ryder, do you see the person depicted in exhibit number
You see that
75?
snarl? You see that snarl? The little bitchy snarl? Here he is.
This is a 20-second clip. I'm going to ask that we play it once with audio.
There he is.
And he looks cold.
I called an Uber,
and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please? I'm homeless.
Let's play that again.
If you're homeless, then why are you calling an Uber?
Right?
Yeah.
Where are you
that would
going?
be-
Like, where would he be going if he's homeless?
How would he be paying for it?
Right. So many questions.
Yeah, homeless doesn't necessarily mean moneyless, but yeah, they normally go
When I
hand in
was
hand.
homeless, I did not have no money for no Uber and had nowhere to go. You know? Like, have you been homeless, Simon? You don't take Ubers. You use
Yeah, I
that
know.
money.
I was just saying it doesn't necessarily go hand in, but it is very likely he wouldn't have spare money for an Uber.
Definitely. He'd be taking the bus if he had somewhere to go. If that. Yeah, like a toddler, Ziggy. Exactly. Did you get the hug from Emma? Nick?
Did I get the
Nick?
what?
Emma, I want to send Mrs. Schrodinger a big hug. I hope you feel the squeeze.
Aw, I feel it. Thank you.
Okay. Abby, I would have said the same thing. But did you see how, like, I don't know, he just... Let's watch it again. Looks cool.
Hey, I'll call an Uber, and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please? I'm homeless.
Can we pull that back up just to look at the timestamp?
How'd you call an Uber if you don't have a phone to call them either? You're asking him to call them. So how did you originally call? Like, I would not have let him in. This guy's too trusting.
Well, this guy is very trusting.
This guy's a sweetheart. He really is. He's like exactly like I used to be.
Although, then again, he does have a house full of guns.
What?
Yes.
He does have a house full of
hunter.
guns.
Yeah, true.
He does hunt.
But I'm just saying, I used to be a lot like him.
Even
I used
so.
to take people in.
Yeah.
I don't do that no more.
That was good. Then I let him in the back door. Well, just to give me a second to make sure nothing was tempting or anything. But I let him in the back door, and I think I gave him a coat right away, and then gave him my phone, and then told him where to sit down. And
He gave him a coat, gave him a phone, told him to sit down, and then he made him a sandwich, guys. This guy's a genuinely good guy.
when I told him to sit in the spot, he didn't move or anything. He stayed right there and listened to me.
What else did you give him?
I gave him a sandwich because he said he was homeless. And I said, oh, I can get you some slippers to put on your feet to warm your feet up. I never did end up giving him slippers. But yeah, so I gave him a jacket to wear while he was at my house. I gave him a spot to sit and wait for the Uber and a sandwich.
You testified earlier that he was on the phone with his mom. How do you know that?
Objection. Respectfully to you.
Overruled.
A few reasons. I heard him say mama a lot, and his mother called me, and I didn't answer, but his mom called and left a voicemail after the fact.
Thank you for saying that, sir. Thank you very much for saying that, sir. Thank you. Because they use it later.
Confirming it.
Whose phone was he using while he was inside your house?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled.
He's using my personal cell phone.
How would you describe his demeanor as he was inside your house?
Objection. Bleeding.
Overruled. You may answer.
I would say flustered, but also there were many times he was thanking me, and so he was grateful, and he even said, thank you so much for showing me love, man, and he was calling me bro, and so it wasn't, I guess that didn't make me feel like I was in any danger at the moment.
Of course.
Did Mr. Brooks leave your home at some point?
Objection. I don't consider to be in court.
Overruled. You may answer.
Grifter, scammer.
I'm sorry, I lost train of thought. Can you say it again?
Did he leave your home at some point?
Yeah, he left when I asked him to. So he was in my house for 8 or 9 minutes, and then I was standing on the front door looking outside because I was getting a little nervous because I thought the Uber would be there in a minute or two, not 10. And so after 8 or 9 minutes, I'm looking around outside and I see a police car drive by. And then I see another one coming down the street. And so I tell him, I say, hey.
Maybe somebody's looking for him. Yeah.
We don't get a lot of police traffic on this street, and I'm getting nervous, and this is just too weird of a situation. You're fine to wait for your Uber, but you need to do it outside of my house. And he was...
I gotta give him credit, because I don't know. Would you have said that?
No,
like, how would you
not.
handle that situation?
I probably would have played it off and be like, "Oh, okay,
right.
well, I got things to do," or
yeah,
can you wait outside? I wouldn't be as honest as he's being.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
he was
kid
very
is
confident, and he knew how to shoot a gun, because I have a feeling if anything would have happened, it would have went down.
And he also said earlier in some of his testimony that he comes from a small town.
Yeah,
and
I think he's like the kid from Happy Days. He's Richie Cunningham. You know? Super white. You know what I'm saying? Okay, forget it. Go ahead, Aaron.
He looks a bit like him.
Yeah, I just think he's got that, that he's just really honest and, genuine guy, Richie Cunningham. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Anybody? Anything else?
No.
Go on, hit the play button.
No.
He's a little bit like, oh, no, it's okay, don't worry, man, don't worry. And I said, no, you need to leave. And then he listened and got up, and I've got video footage of that, of me escorting him outside of my house. He's still on the phone, and he's still got my jacket on, but I just said, you need to leave. Do you want me to say what I mean? Do you want me to keep going? Or?
I just want you to answer my questions. So,
okay, yeah.
Let's pause there, though.
Sure.
And show for the witness only, please, exhibit number 77.
I love that he had all this on tape. I love it. Including the arrest.
We'll play a few seconds of this without any audio, and actually, to save time authenticating, Your Honor, I think we'll do this with the remaining 3 videos we have.
Go ahead. So this is 70...
77, yep.
77. All right, thank you.
Play a few seconds, please, without, yep. Okay, we played 4 seconds from exhibit 77. Do you recognize that clip?
I do.
And what is that?
It's Mr. Brooks walking out first with a jacket on, and me in a long sleeve shirt, a gray shirt, walking up behind him.
Can we show for the witness only, please, exhibit 78?
Go ahead.
We'll play the first couple of seconds of this one, too. Okay. We played the first 8 seconds of that. Did you recognize that clip?
Yes.
What does that show?
That shows Mr. Brooks after I had him leave and get my phone and jacket. He was outside, and then him asking to come back inside because he said he left his ID inside my house. And that was on the audio.
Yeah. That's something I'm curious about. Why do you think he was trying to get back in the house?
To get out of view.
I know, but what do you think he would have done? Do you think something would have happened to this guy?
It's a possibility.
That's what I'm saying.
Would
like,
not
this guy had
be
just
surprised.
killed 6 people, injured 62. If he was that desperate to keep out of view, do you think he would have done something to this man?
Possibility.
Yeah, I would think there's a possibility for that.
And that's why I'm so glad he didn't let him back in.
Right.
Smart kid.
It sounded like you had the audio off for that.
And we'll show you 79 now without any audio as well, just for the witness. Okay. We played 8 seconds of exhibit 79. Do you recognize that video?
Yep.
What does it show?
It shows an officer on my porch after the suspect was put into cuffs,
Yeah,
asking if I
can't
knew
wait to
who
see
the
that
suspect
one.
was.
I waited for you guys to watch
Exhibits
it.
77, 78, and 79.
I found out about it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yes.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
Move exhibits 77, 78, and 79 into evidence and ask to publish all three, please.
Objection.
The objection is noted as to all three. It is overruled. Exhibits 77, 78, and 79 are received permission to publish.
Yes.
All three are granted.
Okay, 77 is up now for everybody. It's a 21-second clip. We're going to play it once with audio, please.
Before you do that, can we just confirm it's in the jury box? Not yet. Okay. Let me know.
I love ring.com. I love it. Just saying. If you don't have one, get one. They're beautiful things. I love mine. It's not exactly a ring, but it's just as good. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. It doesn't do what the ring does with just every audio, but it will record it if I push it.
I guess while we're waiting, we can make use of this time. Mr. Ryder, could you read the time and date stamp for us on the bottom right-hand corner?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's November 21st, 2021, 17:10, so 5:10 p.m.
Thank you, sir, for translating.
Okay, we've got it up for the jurors. Let's play this once with audio.
Oh, get out of the way! Look at him trying to ignore him and shit. Give him his jacket back, bitch! Like, he always wants to act like he's in charge, you know?
Did anybody understand a single word of that audio?
No.
79, do you recognize that video?
Yep.
What does it show?
I'm gonna play it again.
It showed asking if I knew who the suspect was.
Are exhibits 77, 78, and 79 accurate depictions of your porch that night?
Yes.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
Move exhibits 77, 78, and 79 into evidence and ask to publish all three, please.
Objection.
Very quick video.
The objection is noted as to all three. It is overruled. Exhibits 77, 78, and 79 are received permission to publish. All three are granted.
Okay, 77 is up now for every. At this point.
God damn. Trying to. Oh my lord. Just ignoring the guy. Going to your jacket. You gonna walk away with the jacket on, dude? Come on.
He was trying to get the. He was trying to get the phone and the jacket away from him at that time.
Yeah, yeah. Cute little porch. I would sit on that.
Do you see yourself in that video?
Yes.
What are you wearing in the video?
A gray shirt.
Overruled.
A gray shirt.
Did you hear the wind in that video?
A lot.
Yes.
What do you recall being said in that portion of the video?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
I'm walking Mr. Brooks outside of my house, and my neighbor, Greg, says, "Are you guys looking for that guy?" And I had no idea of anything at this point, and so I say, "I don't know. This might be him."
Oh,
shit! You can hear that in the audio.
Oops.
What? That's crazy. Would you have said that?
Nah, he's
I don't know
bold
if I would
now.
have said that or if that was what?
He's very bold. He's very very
Right?
confident in himself. He was like,
Or he has no filter.
or no filter. Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
he's
no
socially
filter.
unaware. He might just be unaware of like real world.
Well,
you know?
yeah, being so small town boy.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
He
That's-
might realize
yeah,
how the
I-
big world works. You know.
Yeah.
But
This might be him. Oh my
I
god.
give him 100%. Like that's very brave of him for everything that he did, and
Oh hell yeah!
and if he wouldn't have said stuff
AMG.
like that, he wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Got a quick request from Emma.
Sure, hon.
Got a couple of questions for you. Can she get your Gmail address?
Of course, it's on my channel, but it's marvelcraft.amg@gmail. What's the other?
That was it?
Oh, that was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could have done that. All right.
Well, I don't give other people's emails out without them
It's on
saying
my
okay.
channel. It's on my about page. This kid is something else. It's so kind of him to take him in, first of all. But I'm hoping what happened taught him not to do that. Because I was him at one point. I took in people that showed up at my door and let them stay with me overnight and shit. Like homeless people. When I first got out to Colorado. They were strangers to me. And I let them do it because I had been homeless. And I didn't want to ever turn away somebody in their time of need, you know? I learned not to do that because shitty things happen when you're the good person.
Yep.
And
It's
I'm
bad
so
that it has to be
happy.
that way.
Yeah, it's very sad. The third time was the scariest for me, and I was like, never again. I'm kind of glad this guy's first time doing this, hopefully, was this guy, and that nothing happened, and he'll never do it again. Just hopefully.
I have a feeling that that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody was able to distinguish that, but that's what was said. And then Mr. Brooks says, no, no, no. And then I say, can I have my phone, please? And then after that, I say, can I have my jacket, please?
Did he provide those items to you?
He did.
Okay. Can we put up...
Thankfully that
for the
neighbor
jury,
was there.
please, Exhibit 78. This is a 20-second clip.
Okay.
We will play it once with audio, please.
My ID! My ID!
He's afraid to be out there. Ooh! Oh shit! Oh no! That's it?
Mr. Ryder, what happened during that video clip?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Mr. Brooks, or I should say the suspect, came to my door, asked to come back inside to look for his ID. I said, no, I'll look for it. You stay
Thank
out
God.
there. And I was looking underneath the couch and everywhere that he sat for his ID when I hear the police officers saying, put your hands up. And
Did you ever find that person's ID?
No.
Because it was in the car. The other cop found it, remember?
Yeah, they found it in some
Yeah.
credit cards and
Yeah.
and a Georgia EBD card where he was milking off of somebody's welfare.
Wow.
Yeah,
Piece of shit.
and after this, the next two people are two cops, and they were the ones who were arresting him, and they've got some good body cam footage.
Now, my question is, why wasn't he hiding on that porch instead of just standing there out in the open like an idiot? Why wasn't he crouched down?
Right.
He's like, he had to have known by now his fucking. He'd walked up to a bunch of people. He didn't think that maybe they'd given his description.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, motherfucker. I'm glad
Did that person leave anything else inside of your house?
No.
Flip-flops?
No.
Sweatshirt?
Objection leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase that last question.
What, if anything else, did that suspect leave in your house?
I don't.
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
I didn't find anything left in my house.
Okay. Can we please show
So good.
for
Chili Temple's so good.
the jury
Sorry.
Exhibit 79?
Here we go.
This is a 19-second clip. We will play it once with audio.
26, 500 block with 126.
Oh, love it. Love it. That's beautiful.
Hey, do you know this guy? Absolutely not. Okay.
We paused at 18 seconds. That's the police officer you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you, just for the record, read for us the time and date stamp on the bottom right-hand corner here at the 18-second mark of exhibit number 79?
Yeah, it's November 21st, 2021, and the time is 17:12:59 seconds.
Hey, I got a question, guys.
Yeah.
This guy. We know.
This guy. Sorry,
Brooks.
which this guy? Okay, yeah.
Brooks.
Purposely drove down a parade route, injuring 62 people, men, women, children, and killed 6, including a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you think that Chili would be upset that he was put in handcuffs?
Only because they're not
Yes.
Velcro.
Come on.
And the police shouldn't be arresting him. They should just be filming him.
Yeah.
Seconds, so 5:12 p.m.
The video is a little bit blurry. Do you know where Mr. Brooks is at this point?
Objection, leading, and I do not consent to being called that name.
Hey, I thought you weren't him, so why would you even say that? Idiot.
Personally speaking, I would suspect Mr. Brooks was down on the ground between those two officers kneeling.
Yeah, the suspect is on the east side of my walkway, on the northeast side of my house, in my yard. If you see where those two police officer heads are, the suspect is on the grass right there.
Right?
No, to the left.
Where is it?
To the left.
There?
There you
There.
go. Nope.
Left again.
I was looking at the
That's all I
red.
have for this witness. Thank you.
No, you got two
Right,
officers
can we
kneeling.
Oh,
cross?
I was looking at a light there, my bad.
Just
I was just looking for the
Yeah.
red, that's all. Because I'm blind, so I was just looking for the colors.
Will you be needing any of those videos put back up?
Now, what are you going to ask this guy? Come on.
Not
Gemma!
that I can think of at the moment.
Thank you.
First time ever, right? Come on.
And before that evening, you didn't know the guy that came to your house, correct?
Correct.
And so why do you refer to him by name if you didn't know him?
Because after the fact, the police officers and other people involved informed me of who the suspect was that was at my house that night.
It's all even set up, obviously. Come on. He's being framed.
And it'd be fair to say you captured, or your ring captured quite a little bit of video. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
Perfect video, actually. Important video.
Did you turn over all the ring footage to law enforcement?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I mean, there was probably 7 or 8 other snippets of just officers coming in and out. I do believe I turned all that in, but nothing of evidence or anything.
That made no sense.
And were you aware that the ring footage was shown on social media platforms?
Oh yeah, here's where he gets
I was
mad.
aware, yes.
Any idea how that came about?
Yeah.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer.
Yeah, I released it.
Yeah, I released it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
mine. I can do with it what I want.
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with him doing it, but unless he's
Why?
told otherwise, it's his right to do so.
Why wouldn't? Why not?
Well, it's giving oxygen to this Muppets fame.
Yeah, but the reason he says he did it, I agree with Watch. Because I agree with you there, but watch what he says.
And you released it. What do you explain what you mean by released it?
Yeah, the news wanted the footage, and I thought that this was good footage for this community and the victims to see some justice of the suspect put into cuffs, so I decided to release it.
There you go. Mic drop.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go for that, I suppose.
Yeah. I love this kid. I really do.
And
this is a kid who was raised right. Just saying.
Were you paid for that release?
I was.
So it would be fair to say that you profited off your ring footage.
Yep.
The incentive to release the footage was not to make money, and we donated a lot of money of the money we did
And that's
see off of it.
amazing.
But yes, we did.
There's no reason for him to donate that. You know, he went through something that night. You know, and the fact that he did just shows you the person he is. From taking this guy in to donating the money he got off of, you know, the near tragedy that happened at his house too. We don't know what he might have done to him.
I would have made money off of it too.
Fucking hell yeah, and I would have kept that money.
I mean, it's just he went through something, and it's his own
Absolutely.
footage to release and to make money off of it, and it's proven evidence. So
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's funny.
it's valuable.
because he got caught that night because of this guy.
Because of him, yeah.
Yeah.
And a big part of it because of him, yeah. So yeah, he has every right. Every right. And the fact that he donated any part of it, he's a good person.
Yeah.
The video did make money.
Do you recall how many videos you released?
I believe it was 4.
And you got paid for all 4?
I don't know if it was paid for a per video basis, or we were getting bombarded by the news, so we did it. We worked with the agent that then dealt with all the news people, and we just got some off the back end. So I don't exactly know how that works.
Why does it matter?
He probably took
So
the
would it
first
be fair-
agent that called him too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What you saying, Nicole?
I said, why does it matter
It doesn't
if he
matter.
made money off of it?
Because
it's
he's
none of
jealous that
his
he
business.
didn't. He's mad he didn't. He's like, why didn't you give some to mom?
To say that you sold that footage?
Yes.
Eat it. Try to make him look sleazy or something. You can't, bitch. You can't make this kid look bad. Look at him. He's a knight in shining armor. And I love him.
And you stated that you were, while having this interaction, you were a little nervous. Debbie, fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Did you feel like you were in any danger or just nervous?
I never felt like I was in danger until I saw the police driving by. Then I did.
But initially, your interactions, you didn't feel like
Did I
you would
scare
be
you?
overtaken in any way?
No, and the person at my door was very polite, so I didn't feel in danger.
That was sweet of him.
You hear him grunt.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
And you testify to the effect that you had just arrived back home from hunting that evening?
That's correct. Well, not just arrived, but 4 o'clock probably got home, 4:15.
At that time, had you heard anything about what happened at the parade?
No, all I knew was that there was a parade that day, but I had not heard of any incident happening at all.
At any time during your interaction with the suspect, did you notice any car keys?
No. It's not to say he didn't have any on him, but I didn't notice any.
You didn't notice any?
Nope.
That'd be fair to say.
Yep, that'd be fair to say.
Huh.
Oh, car keys, not khakis. So I thought he meant jeans, trousers.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Where'd the keys go? Anybody know?
Yes,
in the
the
car?
keys were in his pocket.
Okay. I'm gonna fast forward.
I do.
Because I want to get to the mother.
Do you recall emailing him portions of the ring footage?
He looks so bored. Like, come on. These are not important questions. Just let us at him again. Isn't this the one he gets real pissy
And after
about?
seeing reports on the news and things
About
of
the
the like,
plaintiff thing?
I think so, yes.
the 4.
The time.
Alright, yeah, alright. So,
Yeah, it's right in there.
No further questions.
Thank you. Any redirect?
Oh, okay, I guess not.
Mr. Ryder, do you have your phone on you right now?
What?
Right here. It's right here. It was under the redirect. It's where he pulled out the phone.
No, I'm talking. No, I thought he was the one who's like, do whatever you want. No further questions. That thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Overruled. He may answer.
I don't. I gave it to a gal that let me in here. She's got it though.
Gal.
While we're waiting on that, you mentioned you checked your phone this morning to confirm that you still had the voicemail we've been talking about, right?
Yes.
Relevancy.
Overruled. You questioned him about it. It's proper.
I'm referring to the use of the phone. What is the?
We
Too
haven't
bad
gotten
you
there
opened the
yet,
door.
sir. You're premature. You may answer.
You did check.
Yeah, I did.
If we were to provide your phone to you here today, do you think you'd be able to find that voicemail?
Objection.
Overruled. He may answer.
Yes.
Do you think you'd be able to play it on speakerphone for everybody to hear?
Objection. What is the relevancy?
Overruled.
Yeah, I can do that.
Relevant. There's a way to also play it through the technology.
Objection. What is the relevancy?
Could I have a bailiff, please?
You can unplug it from the charger. It's probably
to the witness.
Objection. What is the relevancy?
It's relevant, sir. You cross-examine him about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I cross-examined him about the question, not
Brooks,
playing the phone.
please, I've made my ruling.
So is that a judicial determination?
Go ahead, you may ask your next question, Attorney Witcher.
Please open up your phone and let me know when you find the voicemail.
Still pulling up right now.
Sure. You followed instructions and turned your phone off before you came into court.
Objection.
Overruled, you may answer.
Yes, I turned the phone off before court.
Which I presume why he's loading that you're not offering the voicemail for the truth of the matter asserted, but simply to substantiate that he received a call.
Yes.
The jury will be instructed in terms of what is said in that voicemail, not to consider it for the truth of the matter asserted, but just...
And part of that request, Judge, would be to include
the relevancy of that.
The objections noted, and you may ask...
+1 or whatever. So 414-610-2153.
Did I cover it up
Can you
enough?
tell us what time that voicemail came in?
Yeah.
Did I cover it up enough?
Not at all.
Okay, well, too bad.
Overruled, you may answer.
5:27 p.m. On November 21st.
Of 2020.
Oh, she's changed her number by now.
2021.
Objection leading.
Overruled, and answer may stand.
And Your Honor, at this point, I'd ask to allow the witness to play that voicemail using speakerphone. And if that doesn't work great with the audio system, then we can try the play.
All right, here we go.
Once again, the jury, will only consider this not for the truth of the matter was asserted in that voicemail, but simply to substantiate that it was received. Go ahead.
Objection.
Noted. Overruled.
Yes, Mr. Ryder, I don't know what's going on. I'm at work. I work at Trader. And my son, that was my son who let use your phone.
Oh, sorry. I'll restart it. I was using the wrong mic.
Yes, Mr. Ryder, I don't know what's going on. I'm at work. I work at Trader. And my son, that was my son who let use your phone. And he's calling. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to see if he got the Lyft or what, because the guy is in a white Dodge Charger. I guess apparently the Lyft driver switched cars, and I didn't get the message. So I'm just trying to find out what the hell is going on. So I'm just want someone to just call me and tell me something, because I don't know.
Did that sound like the sad, meek woman the other day?
I don't recall the mother's voice or having heard the mother at all.
No,
So
I'm talking on that video. She tried to portray herself as unassuming, meek. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I just don't understand. No, this was hard woman who just swore at somebody she don't know. Like, just say, look, I want somebody to call me back. I need to know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? Attitude.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Very
can vaguely
different.
understand. I can vaguely understand the attitude, but yeah,
It's kind of like she had this attitude, like, what did he do now?
Yeah.
You know, why is all these people calling me, asking for, and then he's calling me and stuff. What did he do now to the point where I'm getting all these phone calls, I'm having to call all these people back? What did he do now?
And then
that's the attitude she's got.
But on that interview, she's like, I just tried, you know.
I tried
Man,
so hard.
I tried my best. I'm just a poor woman. Yeah, completely different. Completely different. she's a manipulator too, and that's where he learned it from.
And then that's the end of the voicemail?
That's my
Yes.
take on it.
And you didn't contact the person who called you and left that voicemail after the fact, did you?
Objection. He asked and answered. You cross.
Overruled. He may answer.
No, I never contacted her.
Okay.
What do you think that lady's gonna say to him tonight when he talks to her? Bitch, you had them giving out my number over the internet. She gonna yell at him.
No, she's going
The
to yell at
videos
me.
that we
What?
Well, also that, and it's actually being played live on the MTJ on Channel 4 Milwaukee. So it's been broadcast all over Milwaukee.
She's gotta be pissed at him.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be.
played in court today, those 4 videos, exhibits 75, 77, 78, and 79. You turned all those videos over to the police, is that correct?
Yes, he did. What was the other part you wanted me to say? The cops, right? They had their body cam?
Yeah, they had the body cams, and then there was the instructions. Right, you're right in the area.
Yeah.
No, keep going
I get it.
forward.
I get it. This is the cop, this overseer.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the one that she's got a fairly good. Okay, yeah, right there.
I got it. I'm just trying to get to the front. There we go.
Big Ben. Any unit that is on Elizabeth Street currently advised. Robert 277. Robert 277. What's up? Hands up! Put your hands where I can see them. Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Do it now! Hey. One of the hospitals
What did I do?
What did I do? Lay on your stomach.
Really?
Robert 277, are you on Elizabeth?
We paused at...
What did I do? Wow. Yeah, he's wearing socks.
Yeah.
Let's see that little part again. That was good. A criminal always say, "What did I do?"
Big Ben.
Even after running down 68 people.
Robert 277. Robert 277. What's up? Hands up! Put your hands where I can see them. Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground!
Beautiful.
Get on the ground! Do it now! Hey. Taking one of the hospitals for a plan here. What did I do? Lay on your stomach. What did I do? Robert 277, are you on Elizabeth?
We paused at 53 seconds. A few moments earlier in the video, we saw what appeared to be a handgun. Does that sound right to you?
What?
Yes, sir.
Who was the person holding that handgun?
That was me.
And who were...
That was her.
Yeah.
That was the handgun they're talking about.
I thought he was saying he had one. Let's see.
No, it was her.
Here. Yeah, I was using his phone. What's your location? I was using his phone. You're holding this WMH room, loading her down. I called my... Any squads available for a transport? Just give me a lift. That's all. I was just using his phone.
Sarah, this is Schwartz. I'm leaving WSC. Where do you need me?
Okay, I'm kind of surprised he didn't say that's my buddy. I was over his house all night, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird? Like, you'd hear something like that come out of their mouths.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not a liar, though.
Wow. Okay. But damn, bitch.
I said it with a straight face too.
Yeah, you did. Shut up. The beautiful thing about this video right here, though, is you hear his voice. Clear as day. Clear as day. He's got a very particular voice with the accent and the tone of it. Beautiful.
Well, even on the Ring camera, when he was asking for his ID, you could hear it clearly. And
he's got an identifiable slap myself voice.
What? Can I just sit up? I was Can I please just sit up? You have any weapons? No. What's your name, guy? 9209. I just told her my name. What is your name? Yes, sir. What's your first name? Joel Brooks? Yes, sir. Additional victims to return in the next block.
He just said his name.
He didn't object to it?
Yeah, him saying his own name.
Copy, no additional victims.
I thought you don't identify as
got
that.
called on who was going door to door over here.
Yeah, I was trying.
Where are your shoes, man?
I was trying to use somebody's phone.
Where are your shoes?
My flip-flops is in his house.
No, they're not.
Paused at 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Did you hear the last thing said by the suspect on the ground at this point?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
What did he say?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
He said, my flip-flops is in his house.
Do you know if any flip-flops or any other shoes of any kind were ever retrieved from the residence that this was taking place in front of?
Objection speculative.
Overruled. You may answer.
I did go in the house and speak to the resident there and asked if he had left shoes or outer garments or anything like that, and he said that he had not.
Can we please resume at the 2:49 mark?
He was saying he just gave me a jacket. He's identifying soft lighter skin, black male, dreadlocks, red shirt, blue jeans, no shoes. Yeah, I did go to the house. I went to that house right there, right down the street right here.
Where you coming from, man?
I was coming from that parade down here.
Okay.
Oh, he said the parade.
I know
he
a friend
said he came from the parade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he came from that parade for sure. Oh my God. After what he did, you would have thought he might want to distance himself from it. I came from anywhere else but the parade?
Why would he even mention the parade? Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Why would he say he admit he was
but
there?
he put himself there.
Yeah.
It proves that, he was there.
Wow.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Then again, it was a public event, so there's a reason for him being in the vicinity because he was being at a public event, not for any other nefarious reasons.
There's all kinds of places he could have said he was, because that happened in downtown.
He could have said that he had been at his girlfriend's house, which he
The
was,
library,
or the park, or something like that.
a
where
movie, so
but
many
he was at the
things.
parade. Like,
The
why did he have to
parade.
pick the parade? He could have picked anything else because he's such a good liar. And he could have picked anywhere else, but he picked the parade. Like, you're putting yourself there.
At the scene of a horrendous crime you committed, that people saw you commit. The only thing I can think of is, this way, if he says he's at the parade, when people say he saw him as the perpetrator, he could say, no, I was just there, they must have seen me and put me in. I don't know. No, that doesn't work. Holy shit, that was dumb.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
I can't lift it up.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Roll over on your butt.
Okay, knock it.
Roll over on your butt. Roll up on your knees.
Yeah, we start yelling.
Roll up on your knees.
Okay. 500 block of Elizabeth.
Stand up.
No, 553. 553 Elizabeth.
What are you doing?
Freaking sweet.
Did I do something?
Oh my God!
Yet to be determined, part of my squad, man. Okay. Is there anything I need to stick me, poke me, hurt?
No, not at all, sir.
Okay.
Not at all. I don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Nothing like that.
Thing.
How did you get up over here, man?
I was coming to see a friend.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Where's your friend?
I don't know now.
Spin your back your hand for me.
I had, yeah,
You injured at all, dude?
Yeah.
What hurts?
When they slammed me, my knee, I already have an injury.
Spread your feet for me.
Okay, yes. That's my ID.
It certainly is.
Yes.
What? Where'd they get it?
I'm so cold.
Paused at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Officer, can you tell us what you and any other officers were doing in that brief portion of the video?
Walking him to a squad car so he could be placed inside since he was not dressed for the weather.
What happened once you got to the squad car?
The officer whose squad he was going to be placed in went through his pockets to make sure he did not have anything that would be dangerous.
No, he didn't have
Do
his
you
car
know
with
if
him.
anything was retrieved from his pockets?
Yes.
Overruled. Her answer may stand.
There were no weapons, were there?
No weapons.
Overruled. Her answer may stand.
What, if anything, do you recall being recovered from his pocket?
ID.
I thought it was in the truck.
The credit cards were in his truck.
Okay, so I guess
This would
he
be
didn't leave
the
it in the house.
ID. This would be the ID he left in the house then.
Of course.
Yeah.
Some cards. I believe there was a credit card in there and a car key.
Can we please play from the 4:30 mark?
Go ahead and take a seat for me, Nicole.
Bring it out.
So what hurt?
It's I can tell you exactly what's wrong with him. It's called incarceritis. There's always something when they get put in cuffs.
I think I can now actually pin him down as not being a soft set.
He is not.
He
because
doesn't have
gave
a
his
bad
name.
shoulder, and he doesn't have a,
He has a bad knee.
yes,
it
but he
knee
doesn't have
or
a bad
shoulder?
shoulder for being cuffed.
No. It's knee or shoulder.
But he's not a soft set because he gave his name. He showed his ID.
He didn't show his ID. He had
Well,
one.
he had his ID. He agreed to let them take his ID. Let me put it that way.
No, they were searching him. He didn't
Well, I
agree. No,
understand
he
that,
is a soft set. I'm telling you.
No, I don't think he's a soft set. He's trying to be one, but he's not. He's trying to put on a game about it, but he's not.
No, I believe he is.
I like how they asked him, did he have any weapons on him? I'm thinking to myself, no, he used his weapon to,
Yeah.
run
He
over
left his
everybody.
weapon over in
his
another
truck is his
driveway.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it bad? I was thinking.
3,300-pound weapon.
Yeah.
Is it bad? I was thinking that bit from Kindergarten Cop when the line is something like, "Not so hard without the car, are you, bitch?"
No, I think it was, let's see, who just brought it out. Oh, Thomas EG1 was saying Blazing Saddles. I get that reference.
I saw him say it, but I don't understand what the reference was to.
I can tell you later on that.
That's right, I can do that.
75, yeah. You would describe those pants as jogging pants or soft pants, as you say?
Yes.
Why? What does he think they are? Fucking loud neighbors.
That house right there, right down the street right here.
Where you coming from, man?
I was coming from that parade down here.
Okay.
Oh my god. I believe you said that. Alright, trying to get to the... Okay, let's see what he says. That's a beautiful picture, huh?
And play a few more seconds.
Okay.
Would that miss the zoom up? Would it still be zoomed in, or would it go back out?
It'll stay zoomed on that portion of the screen.
Okay. Pause.
On his ass?
But,
5 seconds. 55, yeah.
Pause on his ass.
You
Okay.
would describe those pants as jogging pants or soft pants, as you say?
Yes.
I guess, yeah. They didn't like jeans, did they? Were
I
they
think
jeans?
some of the people
well enough.
call them blue jeans.
They were baggy. Like, does it matter what she called
And you
the jeans?
stated
It
that
was
when you parked
you.
your car,
Like, what
and
the
where you parked
fuck, right? It was,
Yeah.
like, does it matter what she calls your pants, dude? She got you. You. Her hands were on you. She remembers. And you haven't been, like, the chain of custody, they know it's you. You haven't swapped out.
Yeah, it's the whole 5'9",
why
160-pound thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
on Elizabeth and West, you hooked up with 2 other officers.
Yes.
Hooked up. Okay.
And those officers had long guns.
Yes.
Can you explain what a long gun is?
A rifle.
Shoulder weapon, rifle, or shotgun.
Do you recall if it was a rifle or a shotgun?
Relevance?
I did not examine either weapon closely.
What does it matter? God, he is.
Were you done with this
inane.
exhibit, sir?
I would
Yeah.
probably
Right now, yeah.
would probably jump past this and see the instructions that the judge gives for.
Alright, I will.
Okay, and that is at 7 hours 18 minutes and about
I'm
20
not on the same
seconds.
time. I'm not on the same time stamps.
Okay.
I
You
got.
gotta go.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just want to
Yeah,
see if
keep
the
going.
other cop comes
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
and what
you
he
go
has.
past that cop.
I know. I want to see what he has though.
Oh, okay.
If he has another vantage point on his body cam. Yeah. See, there's no.
435.
Now it's on 437. We
Can
started
you pause it at
4.
435?
Right.
Good.
That's what we're doing in the state's case and turn to the defense witness.
All right.
And then, Your Honor, truthfully, at this point, we are probably on track to rest sometime on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, they've also talked, if you go a little bit before
We've done
that,
good today.
she's
We're on
talking
schedule.
about the other witness that needs the interpreter.
Before this?
Yeah, just a little bit. Whoop. Okay, now go. Let it go forward. There you go.
I'm sorry, probably about 4 hours because of the recorded interviews that need to be displayed to the jury. So we could either start that witness this afternoon and get some of it done and finish with him in the morning, or just start fresh with him in the morning.
And then do we have the interpreter coming tomorrow?
Yes, and we have that interruption or pause in our case scheduled. I'm told the interpreter will be ready, or excuse me, available anytime between 9:30 and noon. So maybe around the time of the mid-morning break, we would pause what we're doing in the state's case and turn to the defense witness.
All right.
And then, Your Honor, truthfully, at this point, we are probably on track to rest sometime on Wednesday. We've done good today. We're on schedule for today, but especially if we have to interrupt with that defense witness tomorrow, we don't think we'll be able to finish until sometime on Wednesday.
Okay, understood. And have you been in contact with the witnesses that were subpoenaed by Mr. Brooks to let them know about when they will be needed?
Yes, and we will need further direction on that from Mr. Brooks as far as what order he would like them in and when he wants them here. And again, depending
so much
on
to
how
help
this
him.
shakes out, I think probably about this time tomorrow we'll be in better shape to know if we would perhaps get to defense witnesses Wednesday afternoon or just start Thursday morning with defense witnesses. If he lets us know the order he wants them in, we can start making those arrangements on his behalf, but right now they all know that they're essentially on call for, more towards the end of the week.
Right. And if my memory serves, the witness who would be called out of order, is that Juan Marquez?
Yes.
All right, so you should probably be ready to have that person, because that's when we have the interpreter available, tomorrow sometime. I presume you still want to call that witness? Yeah. All right, and so just be prepared to do your direct when we can fit it in at the appropriate break, and depending on where we end with witnesses tonight. And then if you would let the state know the order of your witnesses, so we can have them come at different times so that they're not all here for days waiting to be called.
Respect. The prosecution didn't tell me the order of their witnesses. Why do I have to tell them the order of mine?
Oh my God, you fucking moron! They're trying to help you!
For the convenience of the witnesses, apart from anything else?
Oh, he doesn't care about them. Everybody, is at his whim. It's not telling them the order, it's for them to help you. Why don't they just say, all right, fuck you then, you get them here or don't. They could do that. They could absolutely do that. And they should. But no, they're helping him. They're going out of their way to help him again. And he's got to be a little bitch. Sorry.
Because they're assisting you in getting them to court. They've served the subpoenas on your behalf. And as a courtesy to those witnesses, I need you to provide, I don't even care if it's the order, but if you say these 3 will be called in the morning, these 3 will be in the afternoon, that would be okay with me. I just want to be able to tell those witnesses through the DA, you 3 will be Wednesday afternoon, you 3 will be, whatever the number is, will be Thursday morning, and the rest Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, whatever it may be.
I get what you're saying, but it's still, from what I'm hearing from the prosecution, they're not sure exactly when they'll be resting their case. So
I think they're trying to rest their case sooner rather than later, but they have some witnesses to get through, and what they're telling us is that that will be sometime on Wednesday, given the pause that they will take in their case to call Mr. Marquez so that he can be questioned by you with the interpreter.
So wouldn't it make more sense to start calling my witnesses Thursday then?
No, you should be ready to go Wednesday afternoon. I'm not going to take a break for that. You should be ready to go. I mean, if we get done at 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, that might be a different story, but it sounds like we should be able to call witnesses. Of course, you will need to let me know if you're going to give an opening statement. You had deferred that, and that could adjust some of the timing, but so I need you to provide that order to the state tomorrow when you come into court so that they can work with those witnesses
I'll
better.
probably say I'm not going to provide a specific order. I'm not going to do that.
Well, then you need to tell which day, like morning and afternoon, and how many witnesses per. I'm not going to just bring them in all at the same time and make them wait. That's not, that would be a discourtesy to those witnesses who you are calling. So I want to have some idea of what your game plan is for them.
I get that, but I'm still confused on. I essentially didn't know who they was calling in order.
But they're trying to.
Well, that's not really relevant at this moment, sir. So I need you to provide the order, or by start Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, Friday afternoon. Unless they're very short, just keep in mind we generally have about, when we start at 8:30, we go till about noon. Probably start up an hour and 15 minutes after the lunch, so you have another couple of hours. So you should be able to know about how long you're going to question them, and just give us who those are for each of those blocks. And then be ready for Mr. Marquez tomorrow.
I'll be ready for that, but I'll probably have an idea of who I want to.
I wouldn't call his.
Who I think should come in, but I'm not going to provide an order.
Well, if he wants our assistance, Your Honor, we will do that. Otherwise, he can be responsible for getting these witnesses here himself.
Yes.
You've got to cooperate with this process, or they're assisting you. Otherwise, you're going to be responsible for telling these witnesses when to come in.
And so how am I supposed to do that?
Exactly.
And then you should cooperate with the state and their assistance to help you, sir.
I'm not going to give a specific order.
Sir, are you willing to provide the who the witnesses are by half day?
I just said that.
All right, then that's what I need by tomorrow morning.
I said I'm not giving an order, is
That's
what
fine.
I said.
I'm okay with that, and the state will be okay with that because I said they'll be okay with that. So
We're okay, Judge. Thank you.
all right, thank you.
So what about what's supposed to be going on today? How late do we plan to go today?
We'll have to see how long this witness lasts and if we can start the next witness. I 4:30, 5 o'clock, maybe even 5:30. We'll see. So with that, let's bring the jury out.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction at some point?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, interesting. And as we have a little break for AMG to take a relaxing break from the subject matter jurisdiction, thank you, Taipan, for the Australian $5. Just a tip for a great show.
Did you put it on? Oh, thank you so much, Taipan. Again, the man, the myth, the legend. You gotta come on and join us one of these days. Right, can you get Damien a link? I told him I'd bring him up for a few minutes. You said you'd do it yesterday. Hello? Aaron Rod?
Huh? Yeah.
Can you get Damien a link?
Sure, I can do that.
I want to go out there and yell at my neighbor. Should I not?
No.
No, you should probably not.
I want to.
There's a lot of
Okay,
things
we'll
want
let
to
you.
do, but no.
We'll let you do it if you change your middle name to Karen.
It's not. No, I'm not being a Karen. They're being
in a legally
fucking
and
fucked
binding
up.
process.
No, no, Simon, I'm not being a Karen. I'm not even. No, I'm not laughing.
What are you gonna do? Go out there and tell them you're gonna throat punch their mom?
Just let Damien. I sent you the link on Discord.
Whatever.
Oh, don't get mad.
No, it's bullshit. Because I want my fucking neighbors not to fucking ruin my life every fucking day, being loud, having fights outside my goddamn house. Acting like the trash they are, please. I'm a Karen.
It was a...
Damien!
I was beginning to think you weren't hearing my objections.
Grounds. Grounds.
Ground.
Coffee.
Assholes. What the fuck?
That's what neighbors do.
So, you've been wanting to say some stuff. What would you like to say?
Oh, it's pretty.
Wow, you sound really fucking loud. Wait a minute. Stop. Don't talk. I gotta turn you down. Alright, go ahead.
I find it ironic that you wait until after the video ends.
Well, I'm sorry. I had to get through it. So?
Well, that's why I wanted to come in.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Nothing to say now then? I'm sorry. I wanted to get through the video.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, well, sorry about that. How far behind am I? Anybody know?
I haven't got
at least a few hours.
Yeah, they've ended up probably about. I know they went almost to 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh shit! Really? All right. So the only person I have here is a guy in a blue suit. Who's that? Is that the next one?
That is the next one, and I think there's actually one more after that one.
Oh shit!
They were talking about they're the ones that had taken him in, had him in. You know, they dealt with him inside the jail when he
the
first
guy
got.
in the blue suit.
Well, I think there was at least two. Two more witnesses after that. I just can't remember because I've been
I don't
trying
see
to
anybody after that. I'm on Law and Crime, and I don't see anybody after the blue suit guy, unless they stopped the video and started with a new video.
No, there's right after that there is a uniform officer.
Black guy.
Yeah, and then right after
the
that,
blue suit guy.
Yeah, the blue. Okay, there was two of them. I couldn't remember which one had.
Okay.
Which one was first?
Black guy's first.
Yeah,
then blue suit
guy. Yeah, we've got Fox 9 streamed day 11 about an hour ago.
It's not day 11. It might be day 11 as far as pre-trial too, but not trial.
Right, it says Darryl Brooks trial day 11.
It's day 8 of the trial. It's day 11 if you add the pre-trial. When he said, "I want to represent myself." Ugh. Stupidest thing he's ever done.
Right.
But for the trial itself, it's day 8.
Thank you for the super sticker for $5, Irish Dublin.
Oh, baby.
Much appreciated.
How you feeling anyway? Untraceable weapon. Yeah, I do. I should have gotten that pink gun when I had the chance. And I don't care what you say. Anybody can make fun of me for wanting a pink gun. They make them. Okay?
I know, but I was just thinking the irony of saying you want an untraceable weapon followed by the "I wish I had a pink gun."
No. Not shut up.
Okay.
Always picking on me, these people.
With the golden gun to the woman with the pink gun.
Wait.
Okay.
What area are you on?
Okay. Where the day 11 is coming from on TMJ4 and Fox 9, that's Minneapolis, St. Paul, but in Milwaukee, they're calling this day 11 of the trial.
I know, but that's because they're also counting pre-trial.
Right, but I'm just saying that's where that's where.
Yeah, I know. He told us where he's getting the 11 from. I'm just saying it's day 8 of the actual trial.
Right.
If you want to call it day 11, you're also adding in when he had the motion to get rid of his lawyers and to represent himself, and they had to go through all that rigmarole, and it took a long time because he would not use the word understand and blah blah blah.
I just popped in the latest from Law and Crime Network.
What?
This is the in private chat.
Oh,
That's
okay,
that's the most recent one. It was streamed an hour ago.
Yeah,
and
no, I
this
was
is
just using
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's what we were watching just now.
yeah. That was what we had on today.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the next one's not until
Tomorrow.
Yeah, at least 12 hours away.
Yep. I was like, it was 6 o'clock this morning. I'm like, how much longer do I have to wait? I was waiting all weekend. Like I can't wait to see his mess. I can't wait to see his mess. To see who he calls, what he asks. Like, I'm fascinated by what the fuck is his defense. Anybody have any ideas? Anybody have any ideas?
Not
his
a
his
clue.
mother's got to be one.
But yeah, but what the fuck is his defense?
Thank you for the $49.99 super chat,
No,
Mrs.
that's
Schrodinger's
Simon's
cat.
job. Thank you, Mr. Simon's job.
Well, you didn't let me talk during the trial, so I'm making up for it.
Wow. All right. Simon, but you gotta
Nicole,
read it in your
thank
voice.
you. I'm going to throat punch your mum for $49.99.
But I don't have a mom.
I'm not saying your mom. I'm saying that's your favorite line.
My mom is dead. Okay.
Okay.
Mean bitch.
We didn't
Wow.
mean to get into all that. That got dark.
Bye, Thomas.
Here's two.
Don't make me turn this car around.
Okay, take care, Thomas.
The stream. That's my line. You can't use my lines on me, bitches.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
I was referencing your line because it's such a great line because you got to say it the other day because some people don't know if they didn't watch Johnny's stream last night.
Is that when I told them about it?
Yes, that's when I told him about it. That's why I was referencing. He was referencing you were a Karen, and I said referencing you're going to throat punch your mom.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the story from last night.
Yes, I was called a Karen.
By a young delivery
Not
boy.
by me this time.
No, but I have the worst neighbors and everybody knows that. They're the noisiest motherfuckers on earth.
Not on Earth. You can't really. Have you been everywhere on Earth?
Okay, let me just say this. Colorado is the trashiest place I've lived, and I've lived in like the worst parts of New York. Just saying.
There's trashy parts every state. You can't go by.
No, this place is worse than any. I felt safer in all the places in New York I lived, and I did not live in nice places in New York. Not all of them were nice. Just saying.
I think Taipan is partially
Who's
right.
got a radio on?
Who's got that background noise?
Damien, why did
Thank
you
you,
have
Damien.
to come up here and you're playing a radio? Thank you. What were you going to say?
Taipan says his defense is, I am not the person, I am the agent for Daryl Brooks. I suspect it's going to be partially... I think his defense is going to be partially something like that. And also the fact that he seems to be pushing people to try and show that they didn't recognize him as the person actually behind the wheel of the vehicle. Although a couple have done, the majority of it that I've seen at least, it's, well, you didn't see who was driving.
And if they're...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, but yeah, there's enough photos of him through...
There's videos!
And so he's going to try it. I know he's going to try it.
How?
Look, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, I get the whole...
Mm-hmm.
All right, that would be taking the all caps name thing to the nth degree. Like, I'm not that all caps name. I'm a flesh and blood man thing. That's not even. I don't even.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot wrap my mind around that. I can't.
Don't forget, he's also changed his physical appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that all part of the hey? I am not the person who did that.
Right.
How can you be
somebody
sure?
else?
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be a fucking doppelganger.
I mean, it's
come on.
If you can actually do the dumb-witted mind fuckery of juggling the I am two people at once.
Mm-hmm.
One of them did this, one of them didn't, and the one that didn't do it is here. If you can do that, you could, you can say it wasn't me.
Are you talking about like dissociative identity disorder, or
no? Basically, for example, if you run a business, you might be the CEO and the CFO. So if you do something in your capacity as the CFO, the CEO only knows about it, in inverted quotes, if the CFO tells the CEO what has happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, the fact you're the same person doesn't matter. The two jobs are separate.
Mm-hmm.
So he could be doing that.
Excuse me, I have to say something. I don't give a fuck if Team Skeptic's live now. Why the fuck you gotta say it in here? How rude is that? Fine, you know what? Team Skeptic's live now, and Artie, let's just end this, because, you know, how dare we. I'm gonna say goodnight, guys. Got plenty to say as we go on. Have a great night. Because I do. Anybody else?
You certainly do.
Slightly do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Hopefully I'll see